Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Mask of Deception. We found ourselves in Tuskur, invading Kuon's homeland and going to kill her whole family. I don't really get why everyone's okay with this. At the very least, I'd think Haku would have a strong opinion on murdering his friend's family, especially when they don't appear to have done literally anything wrong. Or offensive to anybody. Other than, you know, not volunteering to be murdered. Weird thing, but hey, it is what it is. I guess that's how we're doing things now. I'm curious how this is going to turn out, mostly because I don't know how it's going to turn out, because this entire series is nothing but sunshine and rainbows, so I'm like, how dumb do they bend the rules to make this sunshine and rainbows for our party? We'll see. Alright, we've walked a fair bit now. Indeed we have. And this time I'm not reading that as we've talked a fair bit now, which is also true, but still. Not what the dialogue said. Boss lady, how far? The weird thing is, Kuon is volunteering to be a scout and inform us of secret paths with which we can escape enemy forces and deliver supplies to our own beleaguered forces. So she's actively bringing about her own kingdom's downfall, which seems very peculiar for someone who supposedly is like tsundere towards their family and doesn't actively hate it, but here we are. Seeing the road soon? It took a while? Yeah, no doubt. It's not the main road. Can't be helped with all those bumpy and winding roads. We should hurry. Our progress will stall if we don't arrive by nightfall. Alright. Let's pick up the pace. Get there before it gets dark. Just as I try to rally them forward, the twins stop me. I mean, we are in 3D animation form, which means there's a fight coming up. Wait. Be careful, something draws near. At the twins' words, Yaktwal immediately lowers himself to put his ear to the ground. Footsteps. Not one or two people, a whole lot of them. So, Tuskur soldiers? Safe bet. A sudden anxiety hangs in the air with Yaktwal's words. What do we do at this rate? We're gonna run right into them. We should turn back now. We cannot turn around so easily on such a narrow road. You never know, it could be a centipede demon. Or just a giant centipede. We can easily hide ourselves, but concealing these carts is going to be nigh impossible. And can we take care of them? Artui eagerly readies her spear, faces grim, Nasri, and Yaktwal begin drawing their own weapons. We haven't been found out yet. I hastily try to calm everyone down. They must be using this road to ambush Yamatan forces. Sorry, Haku, I didn't. Ah, don't worry, this path was our only shot anyway. I'm glad you told us about it. The army knows this path is here. I figured there's a chance something like this would happen. I like that reassuring. Seems like you got a plan in your head or yours, love. I hoped it wouldn't come to this. Go on, you said only locals know this path, right? Yes? Then I have an idea. You do, Haku? It's risky. Listen up, everyone. I'm pretty sure they aren't expecting Yamatans on this path. Their first assumption should be that other people from Tuskur use this road. A sound theory. We're not real soldiers. No uniforms, no nothing. We might be able to fool them. Even if we defeat them, it won't make our job easier. Let's hide our weapons and play it cool. As I'm explaining this, I sneak a glance at Kuon. I want to avoid bloodshed where possible here. Guess it'll be boss's plan then, yeah? The best course of action we've come up with so far. If we can get through this without having to fight, it'd be the best outcome for everyone. But will it work? Well, if it doesn't, we take care of them, right? I mean, we're in the 3D form. It's not going to work in some way, shape, or form. I suppose. Still feeling uneasy, we shift the carts to the roadside and eventually in the distance. As expected. Fully armed soldiers of Tuskur. They idly chat amongst themselves as they close in on us. Judging by how relaxed they are, they might be on patrol or headed to an assigned post. Maybe their guards will be down if they don't expect the Yamatans to have found this path. They seemed too deep in conversation at first, but then they notice us clustered around the carts. Hey, who are all you? The man at the front, the apparent leader, eyes us warily as he speaks. Gonna have to wing it. I hunch slightly and put my hands together, striding forward toward their leader with a booming voice. A most delightful and rejuvenating morning to you, my good sir. And you would be? The big cheese is over at the fortress, needed supplies delivered, so we're on the job. The fortress? He seems to understand whatever I'm referencing, even though it was just a shot in the dark. Ah, you must be from the nearby village. Yeah, you have it. That explains it. Fine work you're doing. Their leader gives me an approving nod. It doesn't look like he doubts me at all. He's even praising us for our efforts. Sorry to put you all through this. Still, we should have them driven back to their lane soon enough. That's relieving to hear. I heard the Yamatan soldiers are really strong though. Seems they believed us backwater bumpkins. They were all talk and no skill. Some have genuine ability, but the majority are mere novices, and their commander is simply hopeless. Hopeless? What's the name again? Something like Depa, Dekopachi, Degarashi? Ah, I believe there is a general by such a name. Dekopompo? You're certainly well informed. His name doesn't matter. Close. Close! You almost blew your... I would have just been like, yeah, something like that, I'm sure. So Dekopachi yells out his name like an idiot whenever he shows up in battle. Everyone knows it by now. You clearly haven't remembered it. Yeah, he's a lost cause. I know they're the enemy, but you gotta pity his soldiers. We provoke him and he charges blindly into our hidden mud pits. It worked 3 times now. Is that so? Yeah, oh, his faults are... We're starting to wonder if it's part of a scheme of his. He's a disgrace to all of Yamato. I don't know why, but I feel like crying. They should be running out of supplies soon, and their patience is likely running thin. They might go for an all-out assault to get desperate. Be careful on your way. Thanks, we will. As I nod in agreement, I feel something prodding at my knees. I look over to see Nekone trying to send me a message with her eyes. Yes, yes, we know. Staying here won't do us any good. We should get a move on before someone slips up. But we'll be going on our way now, then. I end the conversation and turn back to the others. The Octwalt sees my intent and goes to push the carts back on the road when... Hey. I jump a little, not expecting to be directly called to. Is there something else? I look back in fear, but the leader stands there with an easy smile. The road here is pretty uneven. It'll be hard setting the carts on your own. Come on, guys, we'll assist him. No need, my sir. I wouldn't want to get in your way. It's fine. We need to help each other when we're in need, right? The soldiers ignore my words and approach the carts, but one of them pauses, sounding unsure. I follow the soldier's gaze to Kuon, who's determinedly looking in the opposite direction. He's acting way too suspicious, and of course the soldier walks over to her where Kuon is, trying to get a look at her face. I swear I've seen you before. Kuon's neck strains slightly as she avoids the peering eyelids of the soldier. He continues to step around her, trying to get a good look in her face. Gradually, the other soldiers notice the strange scene. I know she's pretty, but stop bothering the lady. That's why you never get any girls, you know? It's not what this is about. He reddens as the other men in the unit taunt him, and he yells back defensively. I swear I saw her before. Not in my village? A festival after I moved to the capital, perhaps? He pauses a moment longer, still in sudden thought, but seems to recall something in a sudden jolt. I remember now. You can't be. Go on. She just chopped him right in the neck. He's not dead, but he's definitely out cold. She hastily crouches down and sits on the unconscious shoulders. She begins to rub his shoulders vigorously. His shoulders look stiff. Yeah. Yeah, stiff. The soldier's eyes have completely rolled up into his head, his body flopping limply. Everyone's expression is frozen. The area goes completely silent. The first one to snap back to reality is their leader. He shouts, pointing an accusing finger. You're from Yamato, aren't you? Sister? I suppose we couldn't deceive the keen eyes of Tuskur. After all, well spotted. Finally, things are picking up. Seems she's given it. Well spotted by ass. Alright, here's the fight. A bunch of soldiers getting an ass kicking. Victory beat everyone, okay. I have to actually get my controller off the table. Alright. Who can we bring? 7 other people. Ogi, I'm sorry, Ogi, but you getting left behind. Alright. Aku. Hiru. Let's see. Oh, no, yeah, not Yagbolt there. Nekone. Ruru and Sarara. I want Yagdwalt there. Rulati. Ooh, we can't fit both of Atui and Nasri. Cut her and Atui. Ogi's gonna sit at the back. I'm gonna try. I don't even know if I want to XP share him up to a decent level. He seems so far behind. Like, is it worth it to level him? I don't know. I know he's fire element based and we only have like 2 of every element, but man. Kinda just want to run another archer and say hang it all. Sad level. It's like, I could probably get him to 18 in one fight, but is it worth it? Like, I don't need him so far. Okay, does anyone not have something nice on their equipment list? Kiru doesn't. Let's see. What do we have just lying around? Poison resist, stabilify resist, jump. Oh, sprinting heart. That's really good, but not for him. AoE speed buff could be decent. We'll slap that on him. Who do I want to give movement speed to that's like really slow? Is there anyone who's like absurdly slow that I hate that on? Reality's fast. Reality already has like a lot going for her though. Can I maybe days reduction? Yeah, let's do her. We'll keep Kuon active. Haku, I still don't know what to do with this guy. Nobody needs jump, although if I had to give it to someone, it'd be Nekone or Haku. Actually, you know what? Haku, Haku, get back on the team. I might jump across the gap with you, we'll see. A sad level 14 Ogi. He'll just stay at level 14 for the rest of his life. Okay, she has advantage on this guy, I think? How hard does she hit him? 256. She could go here and bully this guy for like 213. She's Earth. Kiru is probably the next Earth type. We have how many dudes? This is actually a decent number of enemies, like 8 or 9, okay. I doubt anyone else is getting a blow on this guy unless they're ranged. She can barely reach him. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Wait a minute, she doesn't even have to go that far. She has ranged attacks. She could like stand here and hit still. Oh well. Anyone have like 2 range? I wish she could stand here and poke. I think this is too far to hit anyone. Yeah, it should be like archer range for that. Okay. Go bully this guy. Never seen that third one. Almost killed him, damn. Yeah, she's not going to be able to do much, that's fair. Up we go. Sorry, Kuon, you kind of deserve this one. Did I whiff on that block entirely? Yup. Wait, another turn already? Sweet Jesus, what? I already have double turns going? Okay, well, he's dead. Do I even bother trying to kill him like this? Like... Someone else can probably beat his ass. I'm gonna try and fight this this dude over here, I think. We might be way far out of healing range, though. Time for regrets later. That is such a weird timing for that. I mean, I know her zeal generation is bananas, but I think she started way too high. Oh, a new batch of emotes from him? Nice. Kiryu should have almost no way to hurt people. Oh, he can hurt these guys, really. Not after moving, and I was gonna say, he shouldn't be able to do this after moving. He should be safe. Not enough zeal for him. Alright, just chill out. Shikigami. That guy's gonna be in the way a lot. Damn, alright. The immobilized trap doesn't do too much, but I guess we can generate some zeal here, so let's go for it. That said, I don't think I've ever caught anyone in an immobilized trap, so does it really matter if it lands or not? Okay, Shikigami, you are just standing in the way. That's the best way to describe it. In the way. Our entire team is trapped in like a funnel, and the Shikigami is not making things any easier. We cannot move to land here. Okay. I guess I'll just... I don't know what I'm doing here. Haku will stand here hoping he gets the chance to punch someone and bully them next turn. There we go. He gave himself some zeal. Won't be able to hurt anyone from any of these positions. That's fine though. It's gonna hurt. Ouch, she's at a third health. She had like 10% health. Oh yeah, Kuon's just dead, damn. Alright, I guess our health kept us alive. Okay, he can hop far enough to make it. Let's go this way. Nothing to do over here. Can they hit him from here? They can just barely tap this guy, as predicted. Okay. I was predicting if anyone could fuck this guy up, it'd be these two. Seems overkill for one dude, gonna be honest. But he did now. Their long range is quite the tool. That guy should be out of range of everyone. Kuon, what does your new Adori do for healing? Defense. She can't target other people. Can hit this guy. Honestly, we could retreat. There's 8 turns though. Now we got time. Yeah, I'm really bad at curtain with that. Oh well. The zeal farm is real. He generates an unholy amount of zeal. Alright. Who's next? 8. Don't even know when these guys are going. Yeah, we're probably good. I'm gonna move Kuon out of the way so someone else can melee this guy. Can't shoot that guy. Oh yeah, you're a Lancer. Okay. Can't get in position to stab that guy because I need to be here, so I stab this guy instead. You guys are fairly high level. Alright. What position do I have to be in to shoot this guy? Probably here. Yeah. Almost. Yeah, 211. That's not too bad. This guy can never do anything useful right now. Or at least in the state he's in, he can't do anything useful, so... maybe if I have extra time, I'll have Haku help him out. Haku. Is Kuon too far out of range to buff? That's unfortunate. I don't think I can hit her with Seigetsu here. We'll see. Oh, it does just barely clip her. Double crit from his buff. Alright, she's back in the action. Okay. Wait, how far do these guys move? Oh, they only move 3. Shit, I just realized who needs the bonus movement. These guys need to move 4. Holy shit. They are destruction mages. They can't fucking go anywhere. Evasion! Oh my goodness. 100% damage reduction. Seems good, guys. I think our wizards need movement speed. They're in a bad spot right now. Is she about to overcap on Zeal again? No, she's not there yet. Okay. I'm not gonna put her in melee, cause actually she's gonna kill someone if she goes in melee anyway. Does she have cleave on any of her attacks? She does on the melee one. If I go up and kill this guy, someone will be in range. Almost killed the guy behind him. Maybe if we'd crit, we would have killed him. Damn. Go on, fucking people up with that cleave. Alright. Okay, Legolas. Flimsy Legolas. What? He's blonde. He's just about there. He's just about Legolas. He's blonde, right? Okay. Oh, that's a stepping stone. We can't go there. Okay. I can Hako Kiru. I can Segetsu. This is actually one of the first fights we've... This is the second fight I think we've had to actually progress in. Usually, when we're fighting, all we have to do is defend ourselves and deal with, like, the immediate threats around us. A little bit surprising we have to care about anything else. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it is slightly unusual. At least for how this game's gone so far. Like mobility was pretty low priority. Never even had to look at it for most of our characters because it didn't matter. It's just damage. It moves 4. That's fine. Give herself some defense because she's taken so many blows. Good. You can't be relevant. May as well keep our team's defenses rolling if we can. Move here to block movement. I say Obu on her or on Nosri. My poor wizard stuck in the back. I gotta do the whole chain too. Get the third part of the chain. Oh, well. I still can't reach this guy, damn. Buff applications? Movement up. Oh, nice. Mobility buff. That seems handy. I mean, he wasn't going anywhere, but yeah, sure. Oh, we have double dodge? Damn, alright. Oh, I screwed up the dodge, damn. I mean, I crit one, messed up one. That's not too bad. Wait, I got both of them? We just juked both of them? Like, yeah, no big deal. Can I punch this guy from up here? Alright, guess we're going this way. Ooh, we got the crit on that one. Nice. 2 turns left. My zeal is still going on. A level, though? Okay. Kuon got a level? Well, that's one way to heal someone. Her action chain on New Adori. Attack up 15%. I suppose I'm unstoppable now. Alright, then. So her self buff is now 15% defense, 15% attack. That's not too bad. Yeah, I can't diss that one. Alright. I'm actually gonna relocate here and not shoot. I think that's a better call. Oh, this guy's gonna shoot someone. Yikes. Alright. I think I didn't whiff it. Movement down, but he's dead? Alright. Yeah, the lack of movement speed on these wizards is hurting. It's hurting, let me tell ya. The cleave's gonna hurt if they get anything off on us too. Ugh. Here comes the pain train. Ouch. Luckily, Kuon's super tanky. Okay, well. I think Haku can just barely hit that guy for 58. I don't know about you guys, but that's probably one of the most anemic attacks I've seen in a while. So I think healing her seems like a good idea. And back to almost full health you go. Nothing useful to do here. Okay, here we go. We're getting some action here. What's this? Third, fourth? Yeah, we're gonna go after the wizard. Let's try to keep the wizard controlled. I'm debating jumping up here and punching him from the side. This guy's 20 right now, so he's probably fine. Let's go up here. 2 crits. Oh, I was a bit late on that. No, I wasn't! I got him. Yes. Golden Sumo. Kuon has Golden Sumo. I don't think the AI's forgot. I don't think I'm moving anywhere, guys. I'm right where I need to be. If anything, I move after attacking. That one's hard to land. Still, shit tons of zeal, shit tons of XP. I'm gonna relocate. I'm gonna relocate like up here after. How's my health? Yeah, I'm gonna relocate. I'm relocating over here after punching so that I can punch and move next turn. Basically trying to free up space for the rest of my team to do stuff. Let's see. Shoot this guy? Nope. What is the angle she attacks at? Hold up. How on earth do I hit that guy? I think I stand here and shoot him. Weird angle, but I could do it. It stops the guy from going. That said, this guy gets to go at point blank range on me. That could be worse. How's our... Whoa! Our health is way too low for that. Okay. That's a bit risky. A lot risky. Oh yeah, let's go. It's risky anyway, so we're going, right? Yeah. Need to stop that wizard from doing anything. I don't know what dirty things the wizard's gonna do, but the archer... Oh, he's gonna kill me. Okay, well it is. Perfect range dodge. Okay. Perfect range dodge. That was easy. All you have to do is evade, guys. Easy. Uh-oh. I'm like, wow, she's in danger. Perfect range dodge. Evade, evade. Well, that was easy. Just had to time those perfectly and, yeah. Basically didn't run into any trouble. Sounds good to me. Okay, shoot this guy for sure. Oh, 118. Not impressive. Do you can. He's level 24. He massively outlevels you. Yeah, 18 instead of like 10 XP. That was a lot of health. Atui's up next. Let's just relocate to somewhere that we're probably only gonna get cleaved. We'll get cleaved at instead of hit. Let's see. Atui's got this guy, probably. That's really close. Okay. Got him though. In a shocking finish, Atui does a shit ton of damage. These two are still pulling up the rear by quite a distance. Let's see. Zobu. Heal her up to full so she doesn't have to be in full panic mode every time she takes a swing. And yeah, I'll just stand here. I don't want to actually block anyone's movement to attack these guys. Players favor. Oh, we gave her enough so she can double attack? Okay. How hard does she hit these guys? 347, good lord. How hard does she hit this guy? 263. That guy goes 6. Let's see, Kuon is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from punching this guy, but she's not gonna get a turn before he goes. I mean, we could just nuke this guy. Who's up next? Oh yeah, you're not doing much. I mean, there's only 2 guys left. If we just shoot this guy and move on with our lives, we'll be okay. He has a counterattack, guys. Careful. So he's dead. But careful, he could counter it. Oh, he has... I did not realize he had guts. That's unfortunate. That makes me look much sillier now. Okay, well, that happened. His guts triggers and I don't do anything. Awkward. Yep, real awkward. Alright. I don't have any more evade triggers. It sucks. I mean, that guy probably has guts too, so who knows. I'm not really all that beat up. I'm not landing on that any blows on that guy because he went. Yeah. Okay, Kuon, go for a flanking maneuver, Kuon. Oh, I probably could have buffed what's his face? The Saber beside me before doing that. That was a bit silly. Let's see. Make sure she isn't dying. Damn. Lost her. That's unfortunate. They are just out of range of me. My wizard comp didn't... I need movement speed, not wizards. Ooh, a perfect opportunity to beat this guy down. Because we know Haku hits like... Yes. Like a disappointing friend that you wish was better. What do you have against Shikigami? I mean, this guy's been traumatized by Doman too many times. That's gotta be someone who's just like encountered Doman like too many times and is like, fuck, this guy needs to die. I hear the word Shikigami and I just go berserk. He just hears the word Shikigami and is like, must kill. Alright, Kuon. Do I want Kuon to get lethal? Hold up. She's 19, she's 20. She's not doing shit, she's not getting there. He's up next too. This guy might have like self-resurrection. Let's reposition and wait. I guess he doesn't have resurrection. It was just the one archer who had resurrection. Alright. Well, now's our chance. If we stay too long, we gotta deal with reinforcements. Let's go. Sorry, Kiru. Guess you're not getting any damage. As if that's happening. We leave the fallen Tuskur soldiers to groan and nurse their wounds as we push the carts forward full tilt. We press forward and the path opens up in front of us. But we made it nice and easy. The fight wasn't too bad. We haven't been in a lot of trouble in a while. Okay, BB, what do you got for us? I know you had that video as well for quote-unquote later. So let's see what you got. Pause. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what we got. Courtesy of BB. Starting off with her video for that was declared for later, since now seems like, well, later. The Sakuya Bell. Toho Project Toho. Alright. Alright, so really. Alright. Fanimation? Got it. Very violent, guys. Traumatizing, even. Don't let that bell fall. Guess you shouldn't have given her a bite. That's your fault, Romelia. Romelia Scarlet. Hey, hey! Wait. Awkward. Just leave it. Just leave it alone. At that point, you're just like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Not with a 10-foot pole. Nice. Well, that was quite entertaining. Thanks for sharing that video, BB. Good to see we still got some nice fan anime. Wow, that was actually really recent too. I was expecting that to be a couple years old. 2022, July 30th. Damn. A embodiment of Scarlet Devil animation. That's surprising. Game, as you can see, is 20 years old. Still going strong as people are drawing animations for the game? I guess so. Alright, thanks for sharing that one, BB. That was pretty good. What was your favorite skit? The one where the bell fell off in the bathroom was funny. The one where Mei Lin, or whatever her name is, fucking fell asleep, that was pretty good too. Okay, next up. Oh, hello. Hello, we haven't had any of you. We haven't had any fan art of you. Our archer who only barely died because the enemy fucking came back from the dead. Oh, that was so annoying. Freaking enemy self-revives, and I'm like, oh well. Oh well, good archer is good. Even if she's not exactly the greatest or stealthiest of thieves. She is certainly the most noble thief we've come across, or at least believes herself so. Can we get ourselves like a full screen art of this? Let's have a look. I like the background. We got like a giant ass tower in the background. Okay. And we got, I don't know what these are supposed to be, fireflies or what, but it looks cool. A nice light source. An interesting reason to do an upskirt shot. Okay. But I think the rest, even though it's an upskirt, I think the rest of the drawing is pretty good. Nasri has seen too much of Gil. Nasri is on her way to save someone by robbing someone else. A modern Robin Hood. A postmodern Robin Hood. She's well past the medieval period and into the far future. Context above. Nasri's seen a lot. She throws gold, bar intensifies. The context above? What? Oh, did she jump out here? Or are those gold coins? I don't quite get it. But alright. It looks good. I'm not gonna complain. It looks good. Thank you, whoever you are, mysterious Japanese artist, for doing a really good job. Really good job. Throwing gold bars. Oh my goodness. I completely forgot about that scene where she threw gold bars. Oh, that was so good. That was like the second time we saw her, right? She was throwing gold bars trying to help people, and they're like, you know, they're gonna know these are stolen, right? I remember that shit. It was good. Oh, Danny's got some new emotes. Nice, nice. Yeah, I saw you mention that earlier, Xenon. Congratulations, Danny, on his new emotes. Going well. Okay, I think we're gonna get back to things now. We do not appear to have been followed. No pursuers. No movement from the defeated contingent, Master. Isn't that the Yamatan stronghold? Following the line of Nasri's pointing finger, I can make out a watchtower ahead. Don't risk overextending themselves this far. We should be safe for now. Thank goodness. I'm relieved to hear that. R.I.P. in peace, the poor innocent soldiers we murdered. A collective sigh of relief washes over the group as we sit to rest and recover. I'll admit I was scared back there. I thought we were done for. What? It was a patrol. It wasn't even that hard. That was quite unlike you, dear sister. I hazard a glance at Kuon, the primary source of our problems right now. Sorry, I panicked. He was pretty persistent. You keep your cool next time something like this happens? I'll try. As we all take a minute to catch our breath, a figure approaches us from the distant fortress. Lord Haku! Munechika. What are you doing here? Delivering supplies. What's it look like? Yeah, aren't you supposed to be in your base? I received word from a look out of a cart outside. Hoped it was friendly, and it seemed I was right. Why are you out here of all places? Oshtar asked us to deliver supplies and provisions? I gotta ask though, how long do you think a single cart of provisions will supply an actual army? A single cart. Even if it's pulled by a super... Like, based on the size of the cart, they have maybe like 10 boxes. You could maybe feed the entire army one meal. Like 1 or 2 meals for the entire army. And then you're done. That's it. I see, Lord Ashtar. Thank you for coming. Glad to have you. We may be in sight of the fortress, but it's not safe out here. I'll escort you to the gates. Follow me. So, Palisade Fortress? Guess we'll find out later. 22 on 3 people. Nasri, Yachtwalt, Ururu. Kuon, Atui. Ooh, Kuon's getting up there, 21. Kiryu's pretty weak still. Alright. Oh my goodness, that is a template. Sobu Geki Shoha. Holy crap. The zeal cost is 40! What the fuck? That's a lot of zeal. But look at that template. You could like take out half a contingent with that. 1.8 damage. Darkness. Melee range goes out 1, 2, 3. It goes out 5 spaces by 3 in a like a 5 by 3 column. Holy crap, that's insane. Alright. Not that we can actually use it, but that's bananas. Like, we never get them in melee. They're super flimsy and slow. Okay, Yachtwalt. One of his second melee attack has cleave. Okay. And lowers defense by 15. Turn my blade and come back for another. Gonna lower your defense by 15 as well. Okay. Nasri. Recovers health and raises attack by 10%. Increases your turn speed. Truly a perfect effect. Okay. So it's a small heal. So her second attack, instead of dealing more damage, it actually deals damage and heals. That's cool. Atui, what do you got? Atui's... Ooh, Atui's got AoE cleave. Nice. She's got AoE. Based on her 2-step distance, she can hit an entire AoE across. Okay, that's cool. It costs zeal, doesn't gain zeal, but that's fine. And Kuon, when readying an attack, chance to get 20% attack. Okay. Nekone. Ooh, a new ability from Nekone. Wasai. Gains zeal. What? Gives zeal. Look at this freaking template. What the heck? Is that 4 in every direction? That's 4 in every direction. Okay. 4 range. Area attack. Hits and across. Okay. Stance of offense and defense. They're able to use both an attack and a heal action chain in the same turn. Okay, so our character can heal and attack. Do everything they want to. That's really handy as an upgrade. Okay. That means you can actually farm experience on that character without getting destroyed by the fact that healing doesn't give you experience. Okay, Haku's action chain's been boosted. His medium range attack can now cleave. Okay. Or it pierces? I guess I'd say it pierces. It hits whoever hits and then goes to the guy behind it. Okay. Kiru's, he can heal and cure ailments. Spartan Grow Breath of the Earth God. Okay, and it causes zeal, but it heals. Okay. So his his defense up now heals for a little bit and cures debuffs. Okay. And if he doesn't move, he can double attack. Oh, okay. Just casually double attacking if you don't move. Seems good. Alright, scroll. Codex. Okay. Okay, max health 10%. That's pretty handy. That wasn't too bad. That was not too bad at all, my friends. That was good. I doubt we got that much BP. Yeah, we aren't getting too much for BP. Okay. I don't think we need BP that desperately anyway. Realty didn't get shit. Because we didn't give her anything. Not 3 more damage. He didn't get anything. You don't get anything. Ooh, lots of attack ups for people. Yachtwald's getting up there. He's still like... He still probably wants some defense so he doesn't die. But man, he's got a lot of defense stats already. Okay, everyone's set. Let's go. Next destination. Interesting. Apparently we're gonna have a short break. We're in Tuskur. R.I.P. Tuskur. Oh, I did call the wooden palisade. It's decorated with cloth on the inside, but it is a bunch of wooden trees stuck in the ground. Amazing. Makes my ears tickle all this time. The hero's welcome? You're not good with situations, it's embarrassing. Their supply lines and communications were cut off. They're desperate for this. Guess that makes us heroes. Not really my thing, to be honest. It makes that grueling trip over the ocean worth it. Yeah, it does. Alright, Ogi and Nekone are going to see to the supply distribution. Awesome. Okay. Kiro and Yachtwald are unpacking stuff. And Haku thinks he's going to escape, but he's going to be dragged off to the command tent. I can't feel the usual vigor from the Yamatan soldiers. Morale must be rock bottom, going by the mood. And there's Munechika, just on schedule. I look up toward the source of the voice calling my name. Oh, Munechika. On behalf of everyone, I'd like to extend formal thanks. You arrived just in time. Ah, don't worry. I'm here in Tuskur to try the cuisine. The delivery's a side gig. It's reassuring to hear your nonchalance again, Haku. I didn't notice it, but Munechika seems worn down even if she's smiling. I doubt you'll say much openly with the battles until now. It must have been hard fought. Thanks to these provisions, the tide will turn in our favor. I guess I was letting my expressions betray my thoughts. Alright. This is for you. Probably should have led with it, but it's a letter from Ashtar. Seems my debts to him continue to accumulate. I doubt he sees it like that. You're right, but even so, I won't forget the help he's given me. Alright. And us. Such a sense of obligation. I guess that's just how Munechika is. Now this letter transfers you to my command as long as you're here, right? Yeah. Follow me. I want you to accompany me somewhere. Alright. Munechika leads me to a tent much larger than any of the others in the vicinity. Along the way, she explains the current state of the war. You've noticed conditions are not favorable for us. We established a foothold, but thus far we've been unable to progress any further. We've yet to meet them in a full-on battle, but skirmishes arise all times of the day or night. They appear from nowhere, raise a commotion, vanish beyond the tree line. Hunting parties are unable to track them down. Many a squad chase them too far out, only to fall into a trap. And so our numbers diminish, while Tuskur's assaults persist relentlessly. Seems like a good strategy. Fatigue is the largest threat to our campaign. The troops are wearing themselves out. Okay. Home turf advantage is a bigger factor than we thought. It's likely their knowledge of local smaller paths enabled their guerrilla tactics. Doubtlessly, they used those to stage strikes and our supply lines were cut off. Well, you're gonna be fine, because Kuon's gonna tell you all of them, so you'll win pretty quickly. It's possible they meant you to camp here all along. The area they know best? The Tuskur general is well versed in the arts of war. I heard tell that they fought a large-scale civil war some years ago. Maybe that's why? Okay. Yeah, my brother said something to that effect. He tried to negotiate a way to study this land with the Kaminagi and how they denied him. Maybe they're anticipating Yamato's invasion. They might have been ready for us. Not good. Munechika's beckoning pulls me out of my thoughts as we arrive in front of the tent. Yeah, we don't know how forceful the Emperor was with demanding access, as it doesn't appear that anyone in the fucking Empire is good at negotiations. I'm just saying, none of them are good at discussing anything, and just accuse everyone of heresy against the Emperor for daring to question anything, even when asked. So, I can imagine it could have easily gone like this. We want all your land. No. Ha, you dare oppose the Emperor? Fuck you! And they're like, yeah, okay. We see how this is going. Might have been like that. We haven't gotten any first-person perspective of it, but all the generals are excessively zealous and scream at you, even when. So, if you say anything that the Emperor doesn't want exactly, so may have gone very poorly. We just weren't aware. We'll see. All right, this is the Forward Command Center. Come on in. You're late, Munechika. My apologies. I was seeing to the resupply and reinforcements. You must be part of the reinforcements? Haku, was it? Forgive me, it's been a while. Lord Haku will be under my command for the duration. It's my wish he joins our meeting. I have no qualms. He may do as he likes. Raiko looks me over and the corners of his mouth turn up in a small grin. Dekopompo, on the other hand, shoots me a dubious glance as I follow Munechika to her place. I thought you looked familiar. Oshtor's lackey? Hmm? You certainly ran your mouth at the War Council. This guy, he's just like, ah yes, in my magnanimousness, I'll forgive your impertinence once and I expect you to hold your tongue. And I'm like, isn't this guy completely incompetent every time he shows up? I can see why no one asks for his opinion. He doesn't like me, does he? Well, I guess it's because I'm more mercenary than soldier. If that's everything. Time's a ticking. We oughtn't waste what we have. Indeed. Dekopompo and the others seat themselves, followed by Munechika. When I try to sit, however... Oh boy, here we go. I was like sighing off mic. I was like, oh god, here we go. Yes, if we don't want to waste time, hello Maru, here to waste 20 more minutes of dialogue. Alright. Joyous day, Master Haku. Look on me, Master Haku, and see a visage racked with rejoicing. I recognize that voice. Maru, how you been? Behold me, a fighting fit as thou dost remember. Maru remained the paragon of health. Or how a reunion gladdens me, forsooth thy presence is worth 100 men and more. Yeah, I'm with Dekopompo. I'd like, shut the fuck up, we're trying to have a meeting. Dekopompo levels a glare at him and Maru freezes, sinking silently back into his chair. I almost forgot he was working as Dekopompo's tactician. Haku completely forgot. And I was like, wait, if Dekopompo's here, doesn't it mean Maru's here? And I'm kind of just moderately disappointed that he's interrupting us, but he is here. Seems he's having a rough time of it as usual. And how much I can say to help? Wasting your time. Bokinante, begin. Yes, sir. Alright. What do we got, dude? Boko Inante, how's things going? The man called Boko Inante spreads a large map across the table and points out a particular location. Scout reports indicate an enemy stronghold in this region here. We can reasonably assume enemy troops waylaying our forces deploy from it. One side's a sheer cliff and the approach is made troublesome by difficult terrain. Okay. We assembled generals and their tacticians lapse into silence at Boko Inante's grim description. Use the word troublesome to glaze over the challenge, but it seems all but insurmountable. Not to mention prior knowledge of terrain. The terrible terrain disadvantage. We can't rely on numbers in narrow spaces. Deploying with fewer troops won't help. The optimal strategy is probably... This backwater country has only been able to resist us thus far through sheer dumb luck. Dekopompo, alright. This stronghold will fall in but moments if we rally our full combined strength, yes? He suddenly bursts out in enthusiasm. That is probably not the right approach. Get our enemy avoiding a head-on fight, nipping at our heels with these skirmishes. They fear us, they're weak, pathetic in the extreme. Alright, good luck, Dekopompo. We should rally for a proper frontal assault on... As one who prides themselves on defensive tactics, I disagree. We should abandon this and make a tactical retreat. Let's see what Raiko's thinking. Dekopompo, shocked, ceases his flailing at Munechika's words, and she continues, ignoring his reaction. Oh, she's still going. Holding our position will see our numbers diminish. We can't push forward. I'm kind of surprised they sent Munechika out here in the first place. She seems like a very defensively oriented general, which is well suited for defending regions, but less suited for attacking. So if she says this place is untenable, that is probably the most useful advice she holds. She's like, okay, if this is a bad place, we need a better place to defend if we're going to be defensive. But you're supposed to be on the offense here, so you should only listen to her if you're like offensive stalls, which it has. And in that case, you expect to prepare for a protracted conflict and a war of attrition because you're not going to be playing offensively for a while. We should retreat, regroup, and reorganize our troops. Dekopompo. Shh. Absolutely not. We are here under direct orders from the Mikado. Have you forgotten? You expect us to stand before the enemy, turn tail, and run? You accept such naked shame? Tuskur is primarily composed of woods and mountains with little in the way of flat land. That's why they equip themselves lightly and favor guerrilla tactics over traditional combat. Our army is composed of Raksharai accustomed to fighting on plains. We have no advantage here. Okay. Positioned as we are, we cannot fight at even a fraction of our full potential. Their fundamental tactics differ from ours. I bid you remember how we've struggled. Okay. They target our weakness. They understand we can't hold out forever and our supplies are limited. Knowing that, would you force a fight and sacrifice the lives of our soldiers for pride? Probably. Are you saying we're struggling against a tiny country? We've come to subjugate the degenerate primitives as the Mikadas will. We can hardly afford to shame ourselves in front of the enemy and flee. Okay. How about a more easily supplied location? I mean, this is a coast, this is an island nation. There's like a million coasts to land at and resupply, and you have naval superiority. Why would you squander it by blindly charging into the island? It reeks of cowardice. Here's your fighting spirit. You intend to controvert the Mikada's will? I think she's just picking a better... She's like reevaluating the situation. Munechika, who maintained a conversational tone to this point, abruptly stands up. I can't abide such slander. Retract those words, sir. Have I hit a sore spot? To be sure, I'm astounded so disloyal a woman was made one of the 8 pillar generals. Dekopompo. Ooh. Better watch yourself. You address me by name alone? General you may be, but a base-born rat hardly compares to one such as me. You've allowed your ego to... Silence. You did. Munechika glares at Dekopompo, her eyes full of cold fire, while he glares back in a furious sweat. It's not great. Munechika's hard to rile, but he's filled her with rage. Yeah? By invoking the Mikado. It's not looking great. The tension continues to escalate right down to the edge of swords being drawn, but then a low voice speaks. Please, generals, compose yourselves. Give me commands. You're not but Raiko's flunky. Shichiria telling Dekopompo to act civilized for 2 seconds. Well, it might work for 1 second. I apologize. I mean not to offend Lord Dekopompo. Such words are unbefitting a man of your station. I'd like to see a return to the kind, understanding lord I know you to be. Your brave, courageous demeanor never fails to enkindle a fire in my heart. Shichiria's just like sitting there lying through her teeth. Dekopompo's mood softens as words of empty flattery fill his ears. See? Everyone knows it's empty. I suppose I've been a little juvenile. Uncharacteristic of me. That guy's good, yeah. Raiko's attendant weaves words of flattery for Dekopompo all but effortlessly. Well, at least Raiko's attendant's decent at putting out fires. Thanks, my lord. I knew your understanding heart would forgive me for my impertinence. I knew you were a man of noble mind and soul-like. Yeah, okay. That's a start. Well, of noble birth after all. His foul mood dissipates with the praise. I doubt he remembers why he was upset. And then Raiko, silent, goes and ruins it in one sentence. Wow, it's exactly as Oshtar predicted. Those two are at each other's throats, and Raiko is pissed that they're both being idiots. I expect this swine to make a habit of unpleasant displays, but you disappoint me, Munechika. And right down the tubes. My apologies if I caused you discomfort. I forgot myself. Munechika nods in apology. Well, she does still have some grace. She apologized and admitted wrong in Dekopompo's stead, so all he can do is remain silent. With his reproach of Munechika done, Raiko turns on Dekopompo. Oh boy, here we go. Dekopompo, mine is the duty of watching over you. This is code for cleaning up after your messes. I don't want to oppose your every action. It's a waste of time for now. He's like, my job here as Marshal is to unfuck your messes, not to do anything else, and I don't want to waste my time. Should it come to that, I will invoke my office as Marshal and assume control of this campaign. I won't brook whining nor complaints. Return to Yamato. Tell them to our liege if you wish. Really, I doubt you are so dim-witted as to not realize that your presence here is an act of... Oops, I missed that. An act of mercy. Your folly in Uzurusha, you do well not to forget it. Repeating that mistake will see you replaced. Aren't they fighting on open plains in friendly territory? My troops were unused to the Uzurushan terrain. There is no other explanation for my defeat. Oh, you make it sound like victory this time is certain. You got a plan? You got a plan, Dekopompo? I'm not hearing one. A splendid plan. Brace yourself. My plan is astoundingly elegant. We maneuver around our enemies, use their weaknesses, and adapt until the fortress is ours. And Boko Inante turns around and just starts stroking him off. A splendid plan indeed. Brilliant in its simplicity and elegance, I, Boko Inante, stand in awe. How is that a plan? He seems serious about it too. Munechika leads the offense. I'm a Mononofu. It's my duty to cross blades with our enemies. That said, my abilities are best suited to defense. Don't you want to reconsider? Yeah, I can... Why, a defender of fortresses should know how to best dismantle fortifications. I'll bring up the rear? Oh boy. Rest easy knowing I'm protecting your supply lines. Would you rest easy knowing this guy is protecting your supply lines? He's the kind of... Knowing that he's the kind of guy who will take any bait and all in his troops at the earliest moment? Oh my goodness. Dekopompo's mouth curls into a smug, self-satisfied grin. We must all play our roles. After all, will you accept yours? Prithee, hold. Were we to give Lady Munechika's proposition its due, perhaps... You dare suggest we put any stock in a tactical retreat? No retreat, no trickery. All we have to do is crush them in a frontal assault. If their army is as lightly equipped as you say, their defensive capability is probably paper thin. Maro here dying. Does that plan suit you? If this course enthuses you, so do as you will. Just remember what I said. As long as I win, I know. I can tell you disagree, Munechika. You have your orders, fulfill them. Understood. Well, that was certainly an encounter. I must apologize. I asked you to accompany me, but you must be tired from your travels. Why did I need to be there in the first place, though? I want you to grasp our circumstances. Even now, we're divided. I kinda gathered Raiko doesn't seem happy babysitting Dekopompo. I was hoping you could devise a plan of action for us. I'm honored you think highly of me, but dispense with the modesty. Oshtar praises your capacity for forethought. As you've gathered, Dekopompo is blinded by his reliance on sheer numbers. Can't you just use the bubble shield mask and, like, walk through their fortress, insta-jibbing them as you walk? Like, shouldn't that be really easy? The added pressure of his previous failures has him agitated. In his mind, defeat is not an option. Okay. He remains adamant we hold this position and fight, only whittling down our numbers. Seems like Raiko's brilliant tactics aren't getting you guys anywhere either. Mostly because he isn't offering anything. Did the stalemate continue? It'll force Raiko's hand. Mentioned should he take action, he will assert total control by invoking his office. In his capacity as marshal, the ramifications of any strategy he employs would be forgiven. Any strategy? As it sounds. As her voice adopts a heavy, somber tone, a chill rolls down my spine. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've seen his battlefield style firsthand. So is that bad? Didn't last battle he just camp on a hill with archers, like, all day? Raiko views soldiers as pawns on a board, and to him, war is a game of numbers, cold mathematics, and little else. I'm not questioning his efficacy, only he's not swayed by petty things like emotion. Under his banner, the losses on both sides would be too dire to recover from. How on earth would it be dire to recover from, Munechika? I don't even buy that statement, and I'm here in the moment. How is it too dire to recover from? You have less than 3/8 of your army. And last time you deployed 8/8 of your army, so you're clearly willing to deploy all of your generals into a single conflict if you need to. Like what would be the worst that happens? Your forces are like a little bit flimsy on 2 or 3 of your armies, and you have like the other 50% of your forces on the other 5/8 of your forces on defense. You haven't even lost any ships. Like, landing has been a complete joke here. Your naval assault went swimmingly well. They couldn't even stop you there. Hey, what's up, my dude? Having a good week? Looking forward to the weekend? Got a couple days before the weekend.
BB チャンネル Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, indeed. And thanks for the resub, Grant. Fucking awesome, man. Glad to have you around another month. How do you like the new badges? I think the new badges are nice. I hope you're liking them too. Not simply soldiers on the field, civilians too if he had his way. All of them corpses to tread over. Think it naive if you must. I'll act against the coming of such an end any way I can. Oh, well, Ashtor did tell me to help Munechika have a kid. I'd really like to, but it's not like a magic solution's gonna bop into your head. Oh. Sounds like she's got an animal cage up in there. Pretend not to have heard it and... Huh? What are we hearing? Tuskur's insect life makes bizarre sounds. Yeah, you're not fooling anyone. Gutsy to try and cover up something that loud, though. That's me. Have you eaten anything today? I have thoughts on that. Something with the way she said that feels off. Have you been eating at all? I thought she was looking pale, sickly even. She has her normal sprite, I can't tell the difference. Why haven't you eaten yet? We brought enough for everyone, I thought. Thank you, but they won't last forever. We must conserve supplies wherever and however possible. You shouldn't sacrifice your own health, that's counterproductive. The soldiers see their general like this, it'll hurt morale. I know how it must seem. We can't have a general stumbling around weak and hungry like this. You're right, but... I get where she's coming from. If the stalemate keeps up, the new supplies drain. In other words, Munechika thinks conquering Tuskur is going to be a long, hard campaign. Which means we need to prioritize securing our supply lines for the future. It's worse than I thought. Fighting in a land where the enemy has complete control of the roads must be hitting hard. It was careless. No matter how many resupply missions are mounted, if they're taken before they reach us. That means they're overextended, my friend. Good thing we can survive as long as we want to due to plot armor. Stolen. It's probably easier said than done. We should just steal them back again. If the back of the fortress is a sheer drop, the only angle of attack is the front. And that's where they're defensively focused. They'll hardly let us waltz in. Which means that front-on assault is pointless unless... Uru, Sarana? By your side. Deacon, we listen. I'm gonna go look at the fortress. Tell the others to... We'll escort you. We'll remain by your side. Alright. I had a feeling you'd say something like that. Whatever. Honestly, couldn't the twins just, like, mistwalk as many people as they need to into the fortress? That seems to be what they do every single time you go to the Emperor's Palace. You somehow get into the Emperor's Palace by walking through open streets that are completely empty without running into a single guard. And you go right into the heart of the palace and meet with the Mikado. Like, clearly they can put you on another plane or something. Because you have to travel all the way back, so... Like, they can like, dimension shift you if they want to at night. So why not just dimension shift, like, 200 soldiers into the fortress? And say, GG, I win? That seems like a pretty straightforward answer. But, we'll see. Alright. You're going? Thanks. Don't worry, it's not like I can do anything before I scope this place out. I'm looking forward to the good news then. So I'm here for recon and all. Alright, everyone's here on recon. Why are you all here? There's nothing else to do at camp? Fair enough. It's way more fun than anything back here? Yeah. Recon and infiltration of secure places? Why didn't you call me for this? This is literally my hobby. Yeah, the thief. The assassin thief. Okay. Not called, but Haku is. I'm not gonna let you do something this dangerous alone, Haku. I was just planning on checking out the area, don't worry. What kind of sightseeing did we do? We're sightseeing a fortress today, Atsui. An entire fortress. Designed by the Tuskur. I want to see if we can steal back the pillaged supplies. Wouldn't that be consumed? From what I heard, the defenses are rock solid, but I want to see if there might be a gap firsthand. Take back the supplies? If we can. I guess it can't be helped. If you all plan on following me, let's go around back. Luckily, we haven't run into any patrols. Oh, that's tall. According to scout reports, atop this cliff is the warehouse they keep their supplies in. Not only is it tall, it's extremely steep. Imagine the effort put into building a fortress in a place like this. Any sign of enemies? Searching. None in the immediate vicinity. I don't see or sense anything around here. So they don't guard here heavily. Okay. I wouldn't expect an enemy force to charge up the cliff face. Ogi, can you climb this? There aren't many handholds, the angle gets steeper and steeper. I'm not gonna say never, but I don't want to try. Right. Be impossible unless you can fly? Flying, huh? Dekko, know any ways to fly? Beyond defying logic and spreading wings, none of us are flying anytime soon. Was it Kuon's sister flying about in the sky that one time? If she can fly, maybe we should try it? Strap wings to our arms and fly until we can? Nekone looks troubled until Nazari steps in to answer the question. You may gain airtime but not lift, you crash right into the ground. Knowledgeable, aren't you, Nazari? Sorry, Atui, no plans. I don't mean to brag. I am in fact knowledgeable. A good woman has knowledge of all kinds. Alright. She also has first-hand experience. She fell out of a tree trying it. I never thought someone would try that in real life. I figured as much. I'm surprised you got airtime trying it though. How did Kuon's sister fly with such thin wings? My sister possesses mastery over certain powers. She was flying by other means. What I can tell, it's more like floating or gliding than actual flight too. How did I think back on it? She was kind of just hanging in the air. Like a balloon or some... A balloon? That's it. What's the matter? Feel a hot air balloon? Yep. You wouldn't need to be able to move laterally as long as I build one to go up and down. What would I even do for materials, though? Where would I find something appropriate? Light, sturdy, airtight? Everyone watches me suspiciously as I go on muttering. Kuon seems to find something. Oh, look what I found. He wanders over to a bizarrely large flower, digging at the dirt beneath it. Is the flower special? Even a flower's got no scent?
もしかしてそれはヤンマモロロなのです。
Is that a Yanmaru?
この根は加工すると食べられるんだ。
The roots are edible if you prepare them right. It could help the food shortage.
ごめん、ちょっと手伝って。
Nekane?
はいです。
As the rest of us watch, Kuon and Nekane dig out a large, plump bulb easily as big as their hands.
ほほう、こんなのが食べられるのか。うまいか？
It's edible? How's it taste?
味はほとんどないかな。
It doesn't really have one. It's bland. Should keep you full though.
腹持ちは
なるほどな。
Pretty big, huh?
結構でかいな。
味がないと言われても想像できません。
Hard to imagine something like this has no taste. Can I hold it?
触っていいですか？
What? Why do you want to hold it?
ヤンマモロロだとしたら取り扱いには注意。
Careful when you handle a Yanmoro bulb.
あ、そうそう。毒があるから注意してね。生で食べたりしたら。
It's poisonous uncooked. Good to know. Keep it out of your eyes and never eat it raw.
毒だって？そんなの
Sure, we can eat these?
ちゃんとした処理をすれば無害に
Safe
な
as
る。
long as you observe proper procedures.
まだそのあたりにたくさん生えてるみたいだから。
Might be a lot. Do me a favor and dig up a
これと
bunch.
同じのがあったら
Okay.
掘り起こしてみて。
Someone's been assigned a level 1 quest.
ハク、
Haku?
どうしたのかな？
Something wrong? You could help dig.
ハ
I'd
クが忙し
appreciate
く
it.
ないなら。
その形くにゃくにゃ
By the shape, texture, could this be Kanya?
こんにゃく？
こんにゃく気球
Kanya, hot air balloon.
やばい
It's risky, but with some luck.
クオン
I know how we're gonna get to the storage warehouse.
思いついた
本当
You
な
certain?
のですか？
一
Yep.
体どうやってこの崖を
You want to surpass the cliff? I hardly imagine you intend on a frontal assault.
正面突破しようなどとはそこまでバカ正直じゃないさ
It's not that reckless. I mean, okay, reckless, but not stupid reckless.
それよりお前はどうする見て見ぬふりってのは
More importantly, Koen, what are you doing? You can pretend you didn't hear anything, you know.
ハク、
時間はまだある
Still have
きちん
time.
と考えて
Don't worry, she's already
答えを出しておいて
helping
くれないか
helping them weather a siege. She can totally help them kill her family. Go for it. We quickly dig up as many of the Yanmaro bulbs as we can and go back to camp to make preparations. Nekone gives a surprised yelp as she pricks her finger with the sewing
大丈
needle.
夫？
You alright?
大丈夫なのです。
Really a small
これくらい。でも血が出てるかな？
bleeding. Let me.
待ってて。
Kuon takes Nekone's hand in hers and sucks on the injured finger.
姉様、そんなの舐め
You
た
don't
ら。
have to.
いいからいいから。
It's
相
fine.
変わらず仲のいい子だ
Well, they're getting along,
ハ
as
クさん
ever.
手が止まってます
Aku,
よ
your hands aren't moving.
おっとすまない
Right, sorry. Yakuo, Kiryu, and I grate Yanmoro while Kuon's group sews pieces of cloth together. All the extra scraps of cloth I gathered from camp will ultimately form a single enormous sheet. With Munechika's help, I was able to obtain permission to gather all the cloth I needed. Reality and the twins are decent hands at sewing, so that's going smoothly, while I watch Nekone and Nozori stab themselves with their needles for the upteenth time. Some people just aren't cut out for it.
ルルティエたちがいるからこの辺りはあまり
With Reality overseeing the sewing, though, I'm not too worried.
はいはいはい。
二人とも意外に針仕事がうま
I
い
didn't
な
expect you two to be this good. Kuon lives on her own. She's done her own sewing.
意外は余計かな。
That's rude, I think.
ほら、裁縫できた方が旅が楽になるから。
Sewing is a key skill for a solo
あちこち歩き回
traveler.
ってると服とかすぐにほころぶし。
Clothes go through a lot when you're on the road. Absolutely,
あ
Kuon.
あ確かに
I figured Kuon would be decent at that. It makes
もちろん
sense.
作らうだけじゃなくて作るのも得意かな。
It's not just
今着て
mending.
いるのもそうだし。
I can make stuff like the clothes I'm wearing.
あ、今度ハクの服を新調し
I
て
can
あげよ
make
うか。
some new clothes for you later if you'd like.
服を
For you? For me?
ハクっておしゃれに疎いっぽいから。いつも同じようなのばっかり。
You don't seem like you're terribly big on fashion. You wear the same thing every day.
ま作ってくれるっていうなら
Well, if you're offering, I'm not gonna say no.
服を
Clothes?
主様が
For master?
新しい服をご所望。
Do you desire new clothing? Oh boy, a competition. Suddenly, several of the girls in the sewing circle approach me, needles still in hand.
新調する。
I will fashion some.
私もお召し物を
I
作り
will
ます。
also set about making new garments for you.
は
I'll make some too if we have leftover cloth. We're getting a new outfit, guys. 4 of them.
いや、それは
I prefer if you didn't, actually. You don't want
い
them?
や、ルルティエの作った服
Not that I don't want clothes.
なくても作る。
Even if no cloth remains, all do is commanded.
私の服をばら
If
し
you
て
wish it, we can disassemble our...
主様の服を仕立て直します。
If you wish it, we can disassemble our own clothing and fashion you new wardrobe from the pieces.
だから今脱ぐな。いや、後でも脱ぐな。
Don't take off your clothes here, please. Or at all. We'll talk later. They're like, yes, we'll make you new clothes from what we're wearing, if we have to. In a bid to change the subject, I turn abruptly to a Tui.
ところで、アトイが裁縫上手
A
なのも
Tui, you're good at this?
グーンハンと似たようなもんやえ。船の上で生活してると、帆とか網とか縫うのが
Oh,
普通
living on a ship, you learn to repair canvas and net.
トト様たちの服もうちが作ったんえ。
Most of Papa's clothes are things I made for him, actually.
おう
Wait, you made those?
うちもお兄さんの服縫おうかな。
Hey, we all do the same for you. How many people are gonna make us a suit of clothing?
なんかその言葉に
I'm getting a bad feeling about all this.
作業は進んでいるようだな。
And the preparations? I turned to the source of the new voice to find Munechika.
ぼちぼちな。
It's going so-so, I guess.
しかし、本当にそんなものが
You're sure when you say this will float in the air? He looks over the giant stitched together sheet of cloth the girls are working on.
はいです。こんな方法聞いたこともないですが、原理的には間違いないのです。
I admit to never encountering this particular technique, but the governing principles are sound.
しかし、落ちると結構痛いぞ。具体的には
As no one pointed out, it's good to hurt if we fall. There'll be broken arms at least.
あの崖から落ちたら、全身の骨が折れそうやね。
If we fall from that cliff, it's gonna be broken everything.
あたい様。
Don't joke.
大丈夫だ。安心しろ。
Oh, don't worry.
成功させて
You've
きた
done dumber shit than this. Easy.
まあ、ハクさんはいつもはいい加減ですが、こういう時には当てになるですし。
You are the king of ridiculous schemes, Haku, even if you're a layboat and a
ハ
lazy
クさ
bum.
んの言う気球の原理は間違いないのです。ですが、
This hot air balloon seems quite
紙で
plausible.
作れる程度の小さなものしかなかったのです。
I know of a small-scale proof of concept using
な
paper.
ぜなら、
Never a
人を
full-size
運べる
application.
ほどの強度や機密性を保つ方法がなかったのです。
No material would work, but cloth rubbed with Yanmaroro would do it.
可能にするなんて、気球の原理もヤンマモロロも知っていたですけど、とても思いつかなかったのですよ。
I see. Thank you, Nekone. The air tightness lent by the Yamaro fiber is a sound principle, but I never considered it.
ま、発想の飛躍ってやつさ。
Sometimes you need to think outside the box. The group turns to me with no small amount of awe in their eyes.
かっこつけてみても
That's what I'd like to say. I'm pretty sure I just got lucky.
今までだって運がこういう突拍子もない
I have to keep the aura of confidence rolling if this plan's gonna work, though.
ちょいと大げさに言ってさ
Exaggeration is the word of the day.
小生には詳しいことはわからぬ。
I'm not certain I grasp the details. We'll support you how we
し
can.
かし発案しといてなんだが、よくこんな無茶苦茶な策を承認
I'm
してくれた
surprised you agreed to this crazy
星殿
idea.
が芯を置くのも一因。
Oh, sure, trust you. So do I.
白殿は小生にも妙な期待を
Sounds
抱
odd, but you give me hope, Lord Haku.
今まで期待されるようなこと
I'm
は
not sure I've done
何も
anything
してこ
to
なかったと思うが
deserve this much of your trust,
強
but
い
alright.
て言えば
The princess is
姫
smiling.
殿下のカンバセに浮かぶ笑顔。
笑顔
The princess, huh?
王女
ああ、姫殿下を笑顔にするのは一筋縄ではいかぬ。
No easy feat to make her highness smile, so I see.
なのに最近は
As of late, she often smiles so broadly and infects those around her ever
幸
since
せ
you
にするよ
came.
うな笑顔を浮かべなさる。貴公が来てからだ。貴公には
I sense a greatness in you for that. As such, you have my trust. Alright.
ならば大きく張ってみたくもなるだろう。
そんなもんかね
Not sure I get it? Yeah.
なんとかやってみるさ
Well, we'll do our best to pull it off.
期待しないでくれる
Don't get your
と
hopes too high. It makes pressure. Don't worry, we won't fail.
そのような
I
ことを
don't
言
think
った
someone's
のは
ever said that to me.
貴公が
Well,
初めてだ。
I'll allow us to be the
邪魔を
first.
したな。
Yeah, catch you later, Munechika.
何やら期待されちまってるしとっとと仕上げてしまうぞ
As you may have heard, certain people are putting their trust in us. Let's get this done.
それにしても、よくこんな薄い布がたくさんあ
I'm
ったの
surprised
です
you managed to find this much scrap cloth.
そうですね。ハク様が王妃様たちと集めてくださったのですが、
Haku and Ogi went all for camp
でも
gathering it.
あまり綺麗じゃないのです。
Even so, it's not abundantly clean either.
それになんか変な匂いがする。
There's something off about how it smells
そ
too.
うかちゃんと洗ったんだからそんなに臭くないだろう。
Made sure to wash it beforehand. It shouldn't be that bad.
じゃあ
Wash?
初めは待って
They were dirtier before?
どこかで拾ってきたのですか？
Did you pick these off the ground or
そんな
something?
こと言ったら教出してくれた方々が泣くぞ。
You'll hurt the feelings of the people who kindly donated these to us.
はい。
Beg
大
pardon?
切に扱ってくれよ。みんなの有志で集められたふんどしなんだからな。
Be more careful with them. They're the loincloths of every soldier in the army. You and the others immediately dropped the needles in their hands. Tui's just like, I love Tui's reaction. Like her hands up reaction is just so good.
あ、もちろん自分たちも替えのふんどしを1枚ずつ。
The guys donated a few extras too.
ね
Haku.
え、ハック。
はい。
Yes? Huan smiles at me sweetly and then in an eye blink wraps their tail around my head tightly.
ちょっと待って。
Wait, hold on.
問答無用かな。
Nope. No getting out of this one. Well, see you later, Haku.
頭蓋骨を変形させる気か。
Yeah, you're not gonna be satisfied until my head looks like an hourglass, are you?
革の手袋をして素手で触らないように注意して。
Now be sure you're wearing those leather gloves and don't touch this stuff with your bare hands. We all pour the grated Yamamoro into buckets and begin rubbing it like paste into the loincloths. It's rote work. It takes ages. I'm bored half to death by the time Atui breaks the
なあ
monotony.
なあ、これって食べ物なんよね。塗るだけやともったいない。
You said this stuff is edible and all, right? Should we be using this much of it considering
そのまま食べた
you
り
shouldn't
し
eat it raw, remember?
そういうかと思って、ちょっとヤンマモロロの料理を作って
I thought you'd say something like that. I prepared some to eat.
少し
Let's take a break. Break? Hello? There we go. Sasuga Kuon. So considerate, yeah. Kuon steps away from pasting the ground Yanmoro into the cloth to carefully set out the dishes. He produces a cutting board and a knife from somewhere and then carefully unwraps a package.
こんなものかな。
This ought to do, I suppose. She fishes a gray jelly-like lump from the package as she speaks. Is this?
なんだか
Feels springy?
これってルルの親戚系？
Is it like Rulu?
どこかでと思ったら、これニャクニャクだっ
I
た
know
ん
what
で
this
すね。
is. It's Yaku-Naku, right? I've never seen it.
これがニャクニャク。書物では古来より体に良い食べ物として珍
I've
重
read
さ
of
れ
it. A
る。
traditional health food through the ages, if I recall.
でこれってどうやって食べるんだ？
How do you eat it?
これはこう薄く切って。
You slice it into thin strips. Takes the knife and cuts into the lump. Apparently made from Yan Mororo, liquefied and then reconstituted. Okay,
いや、早速味見といくか。
let's have a taste. Yagdwalt snatches several pieces with his chopsticks and pops them into his waiting mouth.
こ
This
れは
stuff.
これは
This stuff.
味がしね
It has no taste at all.
味がしない。そんなアホな。
Oh wait, it looks so much like Rulu. It's gotta be.
え。いや、食感はクニクニしてて面白いが、味が恐ろしいほど仕上がるね。
Got a funny texture. If nothing else, kind of squishy. It's like I'm eating a cloud.
まさか姉様が失敗を？
Do you perhaps mistaken the recipe?
味がほとんどしないので正解かな。でも
It's not supposed to have
タレを
flavor.
つけて食べると
That's how you know you did it right. Try it with sauce.
おお、こいつ
Better.
なかなか面白いですね。
こ
Intriguing.
のタレも今まで味わったこ
The
とが
sauce
ない
is
のです。
unfamiliar to me.
これはテスクルの調味料を素で溶いたものかな。
Just common Tuskur seasonings and vinegar. We take some time to enjoy the Yan Mororo dish. And with our break complete, we finish pasting on the Yan Mororo. Time to let it dry for a day or so.
あとは仕掛けをごろうじろ。
That's everything done. Nothing left to do but wait and see how it turns out. So what is he going to do to supply hot air? As typically you need fire?
じゃあ、ちょっくら行ってくる。
Off we
本
go.
当に兵はいらないのだな。
You sure you don't need more forces? It's more of a heist. More people attract undue
人
attention.
が多いとそれにこっちにはそういうのに慣れているのが
Besides, only so many people fit in the balloon, and we're used to these jobs, so
それについては承知している。砦
I'll
の正
place
面に
soldiers
兵を
inside
配
the
置
gates to divert their sentries.
戦果に期待している。
Looking forward to hearing of your success. I turn towards Kuon, who's wearing a stiffer expression than usual. I guess I'll ask just in
一応聞い
case.
た方がいいかね
I take a moment to work up the resolve and open my mouth to ask her
もう
directly.
一度聞くがいいのか
Are you sure you're okay with this? We're fighting your countrymen?
クオンが仲間として一緒に来てくれているのは
I understand you've seen us through this far because we're your friends.
でもなここトゥスクルは
Tuskur's your home. I don't want to make you kill your own kin. Oh,
正
don't
直
worry.
クオンそれに知ってるやつと出会
If we end up encountering someone you
行
know,
くよ。みんな
I'm
が
going
心
with
配
you.
な
I'm
んだ
worried about you all.
そう決めたんだか
That's my decision, Kuon mutters quietly.
ら。確かに。私
True, I'm from Tusker, but I wouldn't be able to live with myself knowing you're away, risking your life.
何もし
そうか
I see.
大丈夫。要は戦闘不能にさせればいいだけかな。一月ほど立ち上がることもできないようにする
All
だ
I
け
need to do is incapacitate, not kill. I can go for the legs. It's okay. The massive body count of this conflict is already not your problem. After all, I'm sure all of the soldiers, I'm sure all of the soldiers in Munechika are totally not killing anybody ever.
二人が
I just hope those two don't show up.
なんか言ったか
うん。何も。
あれかね
Maybe the threat of Raiko's scorched earth tactics are motivating her.
そうならないよ
She wants to keep casualties on a minimum to avoid approaching that. Maybe she plans on brokering negotiations.
一緒に来てくれ
I appreciate you coming with us. I mean, I don't know if I trust Kuon to fucking broker any kind of negotiations, considering her first thought is, huh? Her first thought is like, oh, well, my family's over here, gonna be murdered. I guess I'll just join the other side. Why not? Seems good. Like, if you have this little loyalty, if you have this little loyalty to your own family and presumably childhood friends as well as your parents, I mean, either you actively hate them and you're trying to see their downfall, or you are like the most disloyal person ever. So I'd just be like, yeah, I don't trust you as far as I can fucking throw you, Kuon. Of course, from Haku's perspective, it could just be, she hates her family. That's fine. Like, if you're in another situation, if you're in any other situation than hating your family, though, and where you come from, I'd probably be like, oh, this is a bit questionable, Kuon.
ハク、
Haku,
ありがとう。
thanks. Sure. He finally smiles, then moves to where Munechika's standing.
ムネチカさん、ちょっといいか
I
な。
had to ask you something, Munechika.
白い馬に乗った敵将と、その側近らしき男のこと。
Have you seen an enemy commander riding a white steed and another who's his lieutenant?
何度
I've
か
clapped eyes on the pair of them. They are cut above Tusker warriors. Please don't fight them.
あの人たちと戦う。
Hmm?
戦に市場は挟む
Sorry. Your personal feelings have no place in war. Get fucked.
お願い。
Onagai, yeah. Kuon looks at her with pleading eyes for a moment, and Kuon seems to relent. Munechika seems to
で
relent.
きる限り
I'll do my best. I'll prioritize securing a surrender. That's all I can
で
do.
きることはそこまでだ。
ありがとう。じゃあ
Thanks. Shall we be off? We have a load to carry. It's like, please don't murder them anyway, so I'm going to enable this. And it's like, As I recall, the rules were kill literally every single person in the other person's army. So, good luck with that, Kuon. Alright. We need to be at our destination before noon.
しかし
I didn't expect Kuon to say something. Does she know them?
よし。列を
Form
整え
ranks. We depart as soon as Hawkins contingent does.
先陣は任せてにゃもぞ
I'll lead the charge. I leave it to you. I shall see to our most impregnable defense.
胸近との
Munechika.
出るぞ。
Let's move. Don't worry, Haku's plan's gonna work. So. And they go.
足を引っ張る気満々らしいな
Seems he wants to make more hindrance than help of himself to Munechika.
よろしいのですか？
You're fine with that?
何がだわざわざ手を出す言
It
われ
hardly
る
demands my
相変わら
interference.
ずそういったことにだけは頭が回るその知恵を
He's exceptionally crafty in matters of subterfuge. He'd be a fine general if he desired.
裏が愚かよな
Instead, he wants to tighten the noose around his own neck. Yeah, Dekopompo's not that bright.
作詞作に溺れるとはあのブルタンタのためにあるような言葉よな
Craft brings nothing home is a phrase applicable to fools such as he. I'm not familiar with that turn of phrase.
目先のことにとらわれすぎて対局も見えぬし、足元もおぼつかない様は
He satisfies his immediate desires at the exclusion of all else. Even children know not to do so.
Munechika も愚直ゆえに
Munechika and her naivety might have made things worse.
宗近様があのような歪小なものの策に陥るとは思えないのですが。
I don't think it's so obvious to fall for a trap laid by a man like him.
ライコー様
Raiko.
面白いものが見られるやもしれん。
Keep watching. You may yet see something interesting come of this war.
もっと仰げ。
Fan it more. We need the hot air to fill the cloth.
はい。
Got it.
任せておいてください。
Leave it to our... We've returned to the bottom of the cliff where we immediately lit a fire beneath the balloon.
膨らんできやがった。
It's really filling it.
すごい。本当に浮かんで。
It really is floating.
私が頭から地面に突き刺さったの
It seems my sacrifice of falling headfirst into the ground was no waste.
思った以上にうまく。
Things look like they're coming along better than I hoped, but
しかし、
I look at the
あまり無理
twins.
はするな。
Don't push yourselves too hard.
大丈夫。
They're fine.
一番。いえ。
The barrier, pay it no mind. It's no
何も
problem.
問題もありません。
二人が術で火力を強めているのがわかる。この二人がい
The
なかった
two of them have been using their powers to stoke the flames enough to make the balloon float.
そろそろいいんじゃないかな。
You think this will be enough?
こんなので本当にうまくいくなんて。
As a theory, perhaps, but in reality, I didn't expect this to work. What?
いや、もっとだ。もっと浮かべ。ふんどし丸。
Alright, we need more. To the skies. Loincloth Force 1 onward. Nonsori is suffering. Why are y'all kicking me?
それは自分の胸に聞くといいんじゃないかな。
Look within your heart and ask yourself that. My heart's not telling me
そういう
shit.
人なのです白さんは
Never change, Haku.
砦への攻撃
Seems the attack on the fortress
守
began.
備は
Ogi, how's it looking?
さすが宗近様です。
Munechika never ceases to amaze. She's drawn off the enemy.
よし。それじゃあ、合図
Alright,
したらよろしく
on my signal.
クオン
Ready,
い
Kuon?
つでも
When you are.
大丈夫そうだな。
She seems fine.
よし。縄を
Alright, untether the ropes. Untie the ropes.
浮力十分
We ascend.
離陸し
We've
ます
achieved lift, Master. With a thunk and a shake, the basket holding us all began to rise.
まさか飛んでくるとは思うまい。
Bet they weren't expecting us to fly up the cliff. Now, if they correctly just anchor themselves to the ground, they can hover at whatever height they want, right? And they just let out heat to lower themselves. Alright. A short battle, it looks like. Nope, we're not tethered to the ground. They wove this basket in a day, by the way. Damn. Go on.
眠らせて無力化するつもりか。
Looks like she's trying to take him out. Okay. I'm surprised they took the bird.
なるべく殺さずに無力化するぞ。
If we encounter more, we're doing our best to fight non-lethally. No casualties. Understood. We are fighting a war, right? You're not going to retract that order?
ああ
Nope.
了解した。
Oh, that shouldn't be hard.
いいんじゃない？
You're an archer. How the fuck do you not kill people?
それに従うまでさ。
Orders are orders.
い
Alright.
やいややっちゃダメなんか
I'm not allowed to kill
な
anyone.
るべく殺さ
Do your
ずに
best.
無力化だ。
なるほど。
Very well.
クオン、焦るのはわかるが。
Here I am thinking, how the heck are people casting Fireball going to fail to kill people? Go on, you're anxious. You need to stop rushing in alone. Sorry, I
ご
just...
めんね
Yeah.
分かってるけど
トゥスクル兵は
We'll do our best not to kill them. Relax, okay?
何を言って
What do you- that's not what I- You think I'm worried because
私が心配って言ったの
敵手だ。警戒を限度せ。な、
the enemy sound the alarm.
敵手だ。敵手。
まずい。
We need to clean this up before they call for reinforcements. Alright, fight, begin. If I'm gonna take one of my wizards, I'm boosting their movement speed. Okay, Vic defeat all enemies. Kuon defeated is our only defeat. Alright, Kuon can't go down. Alright, Nekone? Probably don't want her there, but Nekone? Who do we want to bring? Rulity here. Nekone. I want Nekone behind Haku if I can. Atsui? Nekone. Hiru? Kuon's already on the field. Who do I want in my higher level characters? Yagdwalt and Nosere? Ururu in Sarana are just like so strong. Something like that, I think. And then for Nekone, I'm gonna go, reduce magic damage. Yeah, fuck that. Give me my movement speed, baby. Where did movement speed go? Who has Heart of Sprinting? Hold up. Art of Jumping. Who has the movement speed bonus? Should be someone else who's moving unnaturally fast. 5. Oh, it's Kuon. Poison, Stupefy. Fear, Confuse. Earth God damage. Yeah, and we'll take Nekone and give her that. See. On its movement speed, okay. So she can move 4 now, like most of my other team members. Keeps them at least consistent, and you're being activated. Let's see. Mental concentration, not super important. Health, though, that could be good. Bring him to 347 for health. And less magic damage taken, sure. I think he has all defenses, I think. Yeah. All defenses. And the jump stat, which I think is going to be a bit relevant here. Yeah, we have all our agile characters. I mean, Ogi's the most agile, but whatever. Ooh, a crippling gacha addiction. That's not good, my friend. Alright, to arms. How many dudes are here? Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. Gohan can even go over here and, like, nail this guy. This guy's up first. This guy's up second. She really needs to get away from these guys if possible. That guy's not even in the queue. This guy is like 7 away from the nearest person, so it's basically not happening. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yikes, no one can engage that guy effectively. This guy's moving 4. If I jump on him... This is risky because there's like a lot of people on us. I don't like Kuon going first. Let's try this. 300 damage. Damn, alright. Almost killed him. Damn. She almost got her second turn, too. Holy shit. Okay, this guy moves forward with a cleave. Bit unfortunate. Ouch. Quick rebound, gets in a fast return, okay. He's going after Kuon, yep, makes sense. Did I fuck up there? I think I fucked up that event. Oh well. We got our next turn, okay. Dead. She got her extra turn. And as much as I'd like to be really aggressive with her, she actually needs to heal, so she's gonna pull back.
みんなの状況は
Okay. Hold up. Kaisei Obu is like single target, seal, and other stuff bonus. Okay. Can we just like stand here to give Q on this? Yeah. 8 range. Damn. Can we? Stand here to buffer? Oh, we can actually probably stand here, I bet. We're somewhat tankier than her. Beautiful.
こいつではあ
Okay, Kuon's healed. Basically like a punishment-free beating.
皆
Okay.
さんのお役に
Punch this guy and then move immediately forward towards the wizard. We're getting countered if we do that. Okay.
リキッドこれ好き
No counter, but we hit for 50 because he evaded. Bit unfortunate. I'm gonna reposition myself to be behind him.
私に任せるがいい。
Get that guy from here? We can. Do I want to be there though? I could just reposition myself further forward. Where's a 2 gonna be? Let's see. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. She can stand here and attack. Or stand here and attack either way. Alright. Up we go for our archer. Ooh, we're getting countered at this distance? Seriously? Alright then. All of our attacks are line attacks, so we don't have another way to engage. I guess we stand over here? Alternatively, we could just not attack. We have like a couple people who can probably beat down. Like we have Archer. Yeah, we have a couple people. Let's reposition her. Let's just reposition her for now.
容赦しない
この距離なら
It'll be irrelevant soon enough. He can double attack. Oh, he's just gonna kill her here. Okay, kill him here. Alright.
上がれ気は抜けない
13, 13.
外さない
Yeah, being able to double attack's pretty gross, not gonna lie. Or attack and heal, that's pretty gross.
これ好き
Double attack on anyone is gross. Like, Jesus. Who just... Like, who on earth was like, Kira doesn't do enough damage. Let's give him double damage. Like, what?
待ち
Okay.
くたびれた
That seems really strong, but okay. I'm trying not to stay too far away from Nekone, so... I'm expecting Nekone to heal me right now.
放ちて
Okay.
ここは慎重に行くです
I'm expecting Nekone to heal the team, which is why I'm not doing anything here. Wait, can Hako be used? Yeah, I can't use the healing sigil version of Hako. That's unfortunate.
痛みをあっち行け不動の陣できることをやるのです
Fine, we healed everyone to full health anyway.
込みすぎなのです好奇なのです
Okay. I don't think she's being shot for a while. Let's advance her a little bit. Can we move and shoot that? Hold up. Are we in range to shoot this guy? No. We can't get into range to shoot. He can probably get in range to shoot us if he wants to. Extra healing. Ikigami moving up.
狙い撃つ
Ikigami gets shot by the arrow.
こいつを当てるこれならどうだ
Rest in peace, these Shikigami. The AI really hates them. Like, they're just passively taunted. Ah, Kuon's in the way for him to go there. Okay.
敵の進行を止めます
This wizard moves, attacks Nekone. Okay.
大気に漂う水よ。
止めるです。
29, that's pretty good.
愚かな。
And the second Shikigami comes out because we took damage.
家族のためにも
Guy's buffing his own attack or defense. Okay. It's a heal,
ま
not
だ
bad.
倒れん。
私に続いて。まずは目の前の敵ね。
Let's see, this guy's got 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's hitting me there. Alright. We're trying to kill all 3 of these guys this turn, so...
まだこれでとっておき。
これ好き。
Kinda whiffed on both those, but he's still below half. Unfortunately, I know Haku doesn't do shipper damage. Oh, another level for us. Yonakidori, alright. Speed up 10%.
容
Nice.
赦はしません。
Heal and attack both, if I remember. Oh, movement buff, my bad.
祝福を。これ
Okay.
でどうです？
みんなの状況は
I mean, I could go melee this guy for 127. Yeah, that's not amazing. I hit the archer for more? 156. How far does this guy go? For 1, 2, 3, 4. He stands where she is. He can shoot him. Killing him. These 2 can probably attack and kill this guy. If not, Kiryu can. Let's see. Do we need to do anything? I think I moved forward in Kaisei Obu, actually. I just need to make sure I'm in like a weird position. Can I Kaisei Obu from here? No, I can't. Probably Kaisei Obu on Nekone.
よっとはあ無理はするな。
返り討ちにする。
我が熱き思い、しかと見よ。
Okay, jump up here, shoot this guy. Don't need the seal.
見のや。こいつを食らえ。
Dead.
体がほぐれてきたな。
お願い。皆様、無理をなさらずに。
1, 2, 3, 4. She's here. Okay. $302 attacks. Sweet Jesus. All right. Oh, I almost one-shot him. Damn.
ココポ。
狙い撃つ。
倒せる敵から。
Can't do anything right now. I'll just move him forward for later. Oh, he can attack. Just not after moving. Yeah, this is special. Alright. I think we can buffer. That's fine.
大地の息吹。役に立ちましたか？
旦那の指示に従うぜ。
Yeah, it looks like we're missing it on this guy. Who needs the XP more? 22? 21? Okay, that settles it. I don't want to be stacked up with everyone.
やってやるです。
A Hako on these guys or something for defense. And then blast that guy. Ooh, move and blast. Got a healing aura out.
ここからなのです。
206. Sign me up for that big damage.
こうやってこうするです。
I think I missed that. I was a bit early.
往生するです。
The bubble timing was really slow.
捨て物。
408. What is wrong with this guy? It's like, you have enemies. Anyway, Shikigami are here. I'm gonna shoot this Shikigami.
に潰した子か
So many people so horrendously traumatized by Domen. God damn.
おーっとしすぎるはいお湯ちゃん真っ二つ
こんなことって
生きとるけ
Bit of overkill. Hey, another move action. Oh, a second turn. Thanks, game.
お湯ちゃん真っ二つ
My little psychopath. Good job
容赦はしません
killing this guy. I guess if you're not going to be in range to deal damage, you may as well buff.
祝福を
It's costing them zeal, though.
いけますか
It must be a short-lived buff.
私に続いて
If they're going that aggressive with it. Okay, permeating vigor. Do I actually want to be that close? I could go like here. 144. That's a good thought. I could stand here and just like buff my whole team. Too bad. Too bad.
手ぬかみのごとくふんとりゃあ過信はダメ
狙い撃つ家族のためにも
I'm messing with their movement. I don't think anyone else was ready to go before their turns. I looked left and saw they were like a lot of them. Okay, counter, sure.
これでいいじゃねえの
Juked! One of them at least.
見切れまいこの一瞬
Counter.
遅い
That was some decent damage. 118, okay.
死にたかったのかい
It gave me XP. That's the big part. Free XP? Sign me
私
up.
に任せるがいい
We can't get in range to hurt either of these guys with this character, so
やるじゃない
I guess I'll stand here and shoot him. I want to stand like here and shoot him if I can.
ぬいなよ
Move forward if we can. She's damaging. Can we?
ニノや渾身の一撃ぜ
I intentionally whiffed the crit there because I don't want to kill him here. I want to get a bit more XP off him. Because I don't think Rulity is going to be able to hit anyone else for a while. Oh, she's out of range here too. Damn. Alright, Haku.
さてどうする
It's your moment, Haku. You don't have anything more important to do. It's practically a gimme.
みんな
Still landed that hit. He evaded one, but not them both. Alright.
逃がさないぜ
早く終わらせないと
無茶と勇気は違うです
How much do you got? Can't Hako her here.
敵守りよ治癒の陣よ
Okay.
これでいいです好機なのです
Okay. Down with this. Damn.
それじゃ行く
敵の進行を止めます
Oh, they're aiming at Nekone. Damn.
大気に漂う水よ
No defenses here. 2 hit points. Oh, died anyway. I died anyway, even though it dealt 2 less than my maximum hit points. Okay,
時間は
game.
かけない
Sure. Alright. You have any form of cleave on your attacks? Third attack on that one. So I got like Kuon and one more. Kuon's 22. What level is oh, you're like a ways out. 21. 20. Alright, we'll bully this guy a bit.
そこまだまだ
これつけ
はあ
Desperation. Wait, desperation? I procced that guy's last stand? Oh man. I must have hit him a little bit harder than expected. Oh god, he got Earth's Favor from that too. He was getting fucked up, damn. Oof, AoE heal. Well, so much for all that damage. It was very satisfying to do, but ooh, attack up on defense? Interesting. Can't get in range to shoot this guy as far as I can tell here. Wouldn't be in range, so I guess I'll just move up. Alas, they're a little bit faster than us, so Rulati is a bit behind. You're not getting away this time, my dude. Didn't kill him, but that was a good amount of damage. Okay. Can't reach them to buff them. How's my own zeal? 26? Try to get her some zeal, I guess. She's 30 away. That's a bit of a trip, but you can try it. Okay. 512! Dear God! Dear God, Atui, why? Her bare minimum was 512 against that poor son of a bitch. Tui, you're just bullying that poor guy. Inner alchemy? Okay. That barely hurt. We healed almost all the damage he dealt. That's good. Damn, Kuon's going hard. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to let her just take this one. Damn. Rulati is looking a little bit anemic though. I kind of want to give someone else this W. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, I'm gonna give Yoon. Wait. Yonakidori is just health and speed. No. Oh, can I not give anyone else this? Oh, I can put it on myself. Okay. Come on, Rulati. You need a win. Oh man, that's a lot of attack, alright. Poor wizard. Dekopompo, out committing war crimes as usual. Alright. That bird does not show mercy. Enemy subdued? Okay. Breathing heart rate stable, they're incapacitated. They're good. So this is what fighting Tuskur soldiers is like. They're well trained, but you were able to flawlessly incapacitate every single one of them. Everyone held to my orders not to kill. We can't keep holding back. If we make one mistake, it would have meant death. Looks like the wind's shifting in our favor. Alright, like we planned. If you're trusting with this, the least I can do is make good on that. Alright. Aku, hurry. I understand we can't lollygag. You're getting too anxious about this. We're all failing to understand. Understand what? I'm much more worried for you than I am for my country. What do you mean more worried? You think Yamato can win this war? Things aren't looking super hot, but they can pull it off. I think they sent some of their weakest generals out to deal with this war. Like they could easily win if they wanted to. I swear they're just trying to get Dekopompo killed, though. I swear that's what half this war's about. It's like 50% getting Dekopompo or someone useless killed, and the other 50% is fucking getting us to a new location for 5 minutes. It's definitely winnable. I mean, they like clearly didn't try that hard, but yeah, sure, whatever. I'm certain Yamato's not gonna pull it off. I'm certain Yamato's gonna lose this war. I mean, the way they're running things, they're gonna lose. Absolutely. Sister?
ちょっと待て。間違いなく負けるって、あの宗近がいるんだぞ。
You know they have Munechika, right? The Akuruturuka?
確かにトゥスクル勢は手強かったが。
Sure, Tuskur is a force you're reckoned with. I wouldn't count Yamato out yet. I'm sure you noticed, the Tuskur army could annihilate Yamatos if they wanted to. Tuskur is holding back on taking the offensive.
それは確かに本土と分断し、疲弊させていたにもかかわらず。
With Yamato's forces isolated and weakened, they haven't made a focused attack yet. If they wanted to take the offensive, they had a chance to take the fortress.
それはヤマト側にも言えるだろうに。
Didn't the same be said for the Yamaton if they had their full strength? There we go. It's not that Yamato wasn't fighting its full potential, it's not being allowed. I mean, they're intentionally having their tacticians sit on his hands, right? Nobody in the Yamato army noticed they were slowly tying the noose around their own necks, whittling down their numbers, holding out false hope of victory until the point of no return. It's a tactic a certain Mononofu of Tuskur excels at. And if I had to guess, I'd say they're right here, right now. Them? Munechika, we've received no word of movement from Lord Dekopompo's forces. Oh boy, oh boy. Doesn't matter, I didn't intend to rely on him for this plan anyway. Down the retreat, we fall back and regroup outside their range. Understood. My soldiers are highly experienced in the art of war, and this fortress eludes my grasp. I must admit, I underestimated their strength. And this knot of foreboding in my chest. I worry we're entrenching ourselves far too deep. Be careful, Haku. It may be we're already... Munechika, the gates! The gates are opening, I can hear them. Oh, there you go, and you can see it now. The gates? They're launching a counteroffensive that sacrifices their advantage. If I had to guess, that person's here right now. Are they so conceited to throw away the high ground? No, that's not it. We finally meet, you and I. Alright. When the perfect opportunity arrives, he shows himself on the battlefield. The moment I least wish to face him, the man I've been waiting for finally appears. Oh, there we go. The War Master of Tuskur, Benawi. Alright, here we go. One of the people that I was unfamiliar with in that art you guys sent in. Alright. Alright, Benawi. Do your thing. The War Master of Tuskur? His lieutenant's on the field too. He craves battle above all else. Took you long enough to show up, didn't it? There's still enemies around? And here I was, waiting for you to try and retake the stolen supplies. Alright. Flying up? The chief wasn't expecting that one. This guy, everyone stand back. This could get ugly in a hurry.
いって。
What do you mean ugly?
ありゃまあ誰かと思えば
I'll be damned. Who could have expected it?
確か海の向こうにいるはずですがね。
Thought you were busy making a mess across the sea. What brings you back here?
王女
My lady?
クロ。
姉様、もしかして
Sister said?
この男
This guy know Kuon?
いやそれよりも今気になることを言ったな
He said something else. Something about expecting an attack?
衝撃が読まれていた
しかもあちら
Fraternizing with the enemy too is someone having their little rebellious
やん
phase.
ちゃをしたい年頃ってやつなのかね。いやはや月日が流れるの
Oh, how time flies.
クロ。
Kuroi.
私は。
そんな顔しなさんな。無理に言わなくともお嬢にもいろいろと思うとこがあるんでしょう。
Don't make that face. You know the score. You got it figured out, right?
若い頃にはそういったことの一つや二つ
We all go through this when we're young.
あ、まさかお嬢。これが俺たちに対する裏切りとか思ってやせんか？
Oh, I know. Could it be you're thinking of this as your grand betrayal, tearing it all down?
やれやれだ。
That's not true now, is it?
お嬢みたいなひよっこ一人が暴れたところでこっちにしてみりゃ虫に刺された程度です
As if a pup going on the rampage is gonna hurt anyone. A little nibble at the ankle, nothing more.
何も考えずに遊ぶのが子供の特権ってやつなんだ。んなこと気にせず思う存分に暴れたらどうです
I guess it's your right as a child to see the world as you want. Well, go on then. Rage.
私の覚悟が。
Is that what you think? I'm treating this as a game? Well, either you're dead serious. Either you're dead serious or you're treating it as a game. There's like not too many other options. Either you're dead serious and wanna conquer your family's clearly people of prominence in your country. So either you want to like destroy your own family or you're just here for fun. That's pretty much the only two choices you got, my dude.
違うんですかい？
Isn't it?
どれだけ。
It's kind of true. You have any idea how agonized over this? You've clearly picked your side, though, Kuon. You have the gall to call it a game? Clearly you're either treating it... He's like, either you hate me or you're... I think his conclusion is like, either you hate it... He's thinking, well, she can't be taking it seriously if she actually wants us to win. So either she's playing around... Either she's playing... His perspective, it's like, either she's playing... She's probably playing around because she can't be taking this seriously. So she's just trying to mess with us and doesn't think that the Yamatans are going to win. I think that's his perspective. He's like, well, if she doesn't think they're going to win, you know. Clearly it's a game.
クオン様
That's cool.
そうですか。悩みましたかい。つまりはこ
I
の
cannot.
程度で
A trife like this? All it took to make your resolve waver?
だとしたら
Well, in that case.
猫ね、後ろに。
Now can I stand behind me?
お嬢。ちっとばかし覚悟が
Your resolve's a touch weak, wouldn't you agree, my lady? Oh, that's a big sword.
本当の戦場に立つ覚悟ってやつが
Nothing like the kind of resolve it takes to stand on the battlefield.
戦場において立ちふさがるやつは誰であろうと切る
Well, he hasn't done anything yet. He's said a lot of stuff. No matter who they are, if they stand against you on the field, you cut them down and press on.
同郷の仲間であろうとそれが敬愛する親であろうと
Even if it's your countryman, your parent, or your child.
そしてそれが我が魂を
Even if they're the beloved treasure of your sworn liege. You cut them down. That's what it means to have resolve.
戦狂いの覚悟を勝手に押し付けないでほしい。
I'd appreciate if you didn't push your warped ideas on me.
姉様
Sister, this man is.
大丈夫。
It's alright.
猫ねは私が守る。
Kuon's got this. Kokopo? Kokopo?
何を驚いてるんです
Are you so surprised? This is what it means to stand opposite sides of war? Yeah? Yeah, seems fair. At least he's got the resolve.
話に花を咲かせに来たんならともかく
If you've just come to chat, that's one thing. Otherwise, I can hardly let you skip merrily off.
遊びじゃねえってんならなおさらだ
Especially if you want to play with grown up. Is it a game? Or is it a game or are you actually trying to get me killed? Good question. Good question. He's like, are you fucking around or are you actually trying to kill me? If that's the case, I'll close my eyes and pretend I didn't say anything if it pleases you. So, what's it gonna be? If we turn it back, he'll let us off the hook? We didn't come this far to back down? He's got a face and a name. He feels different than before. Kuon's on edge. He's not an ordinary soldier. And she's anxious. She's worried about running into this guy. Did we take the chance or fall back? If you're not in decision-making mood, be a bro, Kuro. Speed things up. Tui, stop. Both you with me? Up, up, and up? If that's how you want to play it. Blocked? Not bad, you're close. Have it back. And these? Well, aren't you a feisty thing? R.I.P. in peace, Kokopo? Question mark? Force our way past him. Yachtwalt! Here you go, boss. Sarana, alright. Go on. I've already made up my mind. Yep. Oh. And you're... I see. Gets better and better. And since we're still in 3D, that means we're probably getting a fight. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Where is he? I see 2 guards, a flag. The enemy General Kuro with 1,000 hit points means he's meant to be beaten. Thaumaturge archers. Alright, looks like there's a lot of troops coming out. I don't know where I'm supposed to go first. Who is taking a turn? Kiru is taking his turn? He moved, unfortunate. The rearrangement wasn't amazing for him. I think he's just out of range by 1 space. Okay. Wait, can Kiru's defense and recover status? I guess we start on the left flank and work our way over. How far do I have to move to shoot this guy? Can't do that quite yet. Half his health, alright. Only 1 attack because we did move. Bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Atui is getting a turn and then oof. Another turn, alright. Wait, where's Nekone? Nekone withdrew. Interesting, okay. She's at full health. We did our thing. I'll probably have this character tank, like, over here, I guess? Where's she going? Shit, we have, like, melee here. Okay, Reality's going left. I guess I'll put you... 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, like, 5 would be here. Stand still. My water's favorite turn. Almost killed him, damn. Okay, my next turn.
こんなとこか。さてどうするだんだ。
Ooh, she doesn't get a turn because we water favored her. That's unfortunate. Alright. That's real unfortunate. Okay.
返り討ちにする。
マチーナ
Counter with 186. Okay. Ouch. That's a bit unpleasant.
次はドイツだ。
逃がさんえ
Oh, he evades. Nasty.
勝利のために少年バカな。
How do we hit that guy? By standing here, I think. Note that Nekone is out of action, which is a bit annoying. That guy's 5th in queue. These guys don't... Hold up. When are these guys taking their turns? 4th, 6th, 1st. Is Haku getting a turn before she's dead? When is she taking a turn? Not in the queue. Ouch. Okay. I think this guy can shoot her in the back. I'm just thinking, like, how do I want to run this? I'm gonna heal her to full.
これかな。みんなにも癒しの花よ。お願い。
I think it's more important that we keep her alive than we, like, go for some more damage. Wins favor. Okay. We got our turn.
怯えるわけには
Alright, Zona control this guy so he can't attack anyone else.
我が弓からは逃れられんぞ。
I want to shoot this one guy down, I think. Let's stand here.
外さん。
まだだ。
It looks like overkill. It probably is,
こいつを食らえ。
but we have to make sure he's dead, right? Oh my goodness! Escaping death. Are you kidding me? That's annoying. Okay.
まだ。
He's healing himself. I guess the only good news is he heals himself instead of attacking.
守りきる。
All that work to make sure he wasn't fucking us up, and that's what happened. Pulsation of... Holy shit, that's a lot of damage.
大気に漂う水よ。これでどうです？
That was almost a one-shot. Jesus Christ.
家族のためにも。
Yeah, we're dead here. Reality's dead. That was way too much damage. Oh, she has... Right, she has escaping death. Oh my goodness.
次はドイツだ。
That was fortunate. Okay.
上がれ。捕らえた。
Didn't kill him, that's
こ
okay.
れならさすがに。
He gets another action if he wants to. Make sure this guy's dead.
これで。
まだだ。これ好き。やられる。
Okay, he actually died. Good. Oh, he can't move when he does that. Okay. This is gonna hurt a lot for us, but we'll do our best. So that's all we can do. 265. Ouch. Triple critical. We killed the flag.
ありがとうココポ
She's still probably... Oh, she leveled up from that! Full health. Okay, we're not dying. 6th sense. Dodge range attacks. Increase movement for self. Oh, a passive. Nice. That has Zealgain on it. Okay. 65. Not great. 68. Not great. This guy's at full health. Can I, like, step back and attack? That's probably what I'm going to do. 164 with double evade. Ooh. Alright, we'll try it.
ミット。
He evaded. Oh, he's at like 1 hit point. Damn. Okay. I think Haku can take that one out. Pretty much certain. The second part of it can hit? Nope, Totoretsu-san does not hit that high. Okay. There's a height problem? Sure. Maybe I just heal people up. Kuon's a bit weak. Because I do 66 to that guy. Yeah, okay.
よっとはあ立て直すぞ
旦那の指示に従うぜ
Hold up. What is your AoE, my friend? Line attack and horizontal cleave. Oh, this one hits. Let's see if it hit that guy. It would hit. Oh, it doesn't fold back in on itself. So even if we hit there, No, we can kill if we hit from the side with Senran Sakura. Okay. I think we hit this. One over should nuke the other guy down. Alright. Who's gonna move here? We can't Senran Sakura. That's unfortunate. Oh, right. That's the... Oh, I should have known that. Alright. That's fine. 525, kill this guy real quick. And he's gone. Okay. Alright, that was the counter, I think. Think that's our counter ability, the one that's the AoE. Yeah, they're moving in. That guy's second. Kuon's up first. Kuon's gonna, like, walk up to this guy and punch him. What's she got otherwise? 4 movement. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. She's gonna walk up to that guy and punch him. So I'm just gonna align myself and shoot this guy. Archer. Hopefully okay. Let's not give them direct lines to us. 311 should be lethal. Nice. No defenses on this, so it should be guaranteed. A triple critical makes it even better. Okay. Oh my goodness, a time walk. That's awesome. Okay, well. Why not? Take a shot. 301, get countered. Not a big fan of that one. Can I relocate to here and shoot this guy? 305. Oh, I missed 2 of the crits. That's unfortunate. Almost died. Probably worth it. Probably worth it. Okay. Position ourselves aggressively to take out these forces. He's super dead. We got another turn after this. I'm slightly worried about this guy getting his turn in a second and fucking us up, so I'm probably not going to move that far. He moves 4. So 2, 4. Pull up. What's he got? He's got line attacks, but they start out short. He's got line attacks. Okay. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do I get myself into position to attack this guy? Can I stand here and shoot him? Oh, I can kill him right here. Okay. Okay, kill him from range. That's good. Buffs. No one cares. 3 turns buffs. That's fine. Not moving yet. Okay. Shot. Range dodge. Alright. Juked. Alright. Time to— oh, his speed was nerfed so he doesn't get another turn, so we get to take a second turn on him. Oh, that's so mean. Oh, wait. I don't even know what happened there. I actually don't know what happened there, but that's kind of funny. Alright. Ah, we have an aura, don't we? Hold up. Enemy in range, their speed's reduced by 10%. The speed reduction aura fucked him up. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, we're gonna move, so we should probably shoot. Hold up. Do we have advantage on this guy? Not like that, we don't. Over here? We don't quite have advantage on that guy either. I'm gonna try and get really close though. And arrows away. Third shot. Speed down. 16. Nice.
それじゃ
Okay.
行く
Second, we have 2 people here. I'm gonna go strike this guy. 238. Well, that's not lethal.
ほいしえほらほらせいやマップだよっ
どうしたものか。
I mean, this guy's taking 61 from us. Yeah, I'm gonna not do that. Nope, just out of range. Stand here.
ほら頑張れ。おまけだ。
Full health it is.
良くなったか。
切られたいのはドイツだい。
なんとか
Should be dead. We got 1 crit, right? Yeah, he's gone. Alright.
間違いな
We're keeping the archer in
我が
place.
熱き思いしかと見よ
Archer's in a bad spot. Alright.
一のやこいつを食らえ
やるな。
どうだ
Nosri crushing it. Yeah.
私に続いて時間はかけない
I don't want to be on any straight lines to this guy, so surround him.
はあった行きましょう
Guess we didn't have enough steel for the other mode. Bad. I screwed that one up. Defense.
うまくいきました
Rulati needs XP. Who's next? Kiryu? I think Kiryu actually gets a kill here, so I'm just gonna move forward.
死んでも知りませんぜ。
392! Haku is dead.
アメンだよ。
やるな。反撃だ。
Hey, we made it! That defense saved us. That was probably the biggest blow he had. Damn, alright. Oh, we have to move. That sucks. Okay.
どうだ今度はまとめて
I mean, if they can't fucking kill us with a single bow and arrow, we're probably good, right? If they can't kill us and they have this guy left, we got like 5 turns before he ends us. That's not too bad. Okay, I'll just surround him and hit him from all sides. Let's go. 212, that's a good start.
やれやれだ。
He has quick rebound, so his turn order will increase every time he takes. Oh, he has counter attack. Damn.
邪魔だ。
That hurts a bit. All right.
よそ見してんじゃねえぜ。
He has close range counter
お
attack.
っと
Locked her in with Eye of the Fighter. Okay.
これはやばいな。
Haku's not super important. I could totally swing, but we'd get countered hard. He's got 4 stacks of physical defense. We could probably start wearing through though. Tight range. Damn. We can't move. And we can't do anything there. We could boost health. Looks like our best action is actually trying to wither through some of these.
こんなもんですかい。
I'm intentionally trying to waste his stacks of defense, by the way.
やれやれだ。
If at all possible. He took a teeny bit of damage, but the more important thing is the damage reduction is reduced.
さあ、
Earth's
もう一
favor.
つ
Oh,
い
he's
け
got
る
another
ぜ。
turn
それは
already.
いかん
Damn.
よ。
That was
死んで
fast.
も知りませんぜ。ハウリエ。それ、からたくわ。
やってくれたな。
あれ
Oh, he hits behind him.
いいね。
Interesting, he hits behind himself. Okay.
どこ行くんで？なんだい？どうした？ さて。
Quick rebound. He's at half health. We still have enough forces to take him down. As long as he doesn't get like 3 more turns.
守ります。ここで
I'm slightly worried about my positioning on this guy though, so I'm gonna like not position Kokopo super aggressively.
勝利のために。まずは目の前の敵
Permeating
ね。
figure. Ah, let's go here.
一つ、二つ、三つ、とっておき。
やるね。
His defense is dropping fast. The only issue is I don't think we got our archer's turn yet.
私
Oh,
に任せ
her
れば
turn
いい
is up, yeah. Okay, can she shoot from here? Just out of range, damn. Okay, all the way here? How much damage is she doing? 113.
見のや。
甘い
こ
ね。
れでとどめだ。
やるね。
Damn. Well, we crit, but he's got the defense. Desperation, quick rebound. 128 left.
体がほぐれてきたな。
We don't have anyone who's good at engaging at angles right now because we didn't take the casters.
こんなもんですかい？
His turn's up, okay. He's locked in place with Eye of the Fighter.
そうきやしたか。
He's hitting... Alright, he has F as a final strike. I don't think he needs this, but his combo is gonna kill Haku.
まだまだこれからだ。
Quick rebound. Wait, he stopped it too and failed to kill? He failed to kill? Are you kidding
慎重
me?
に行かないと。
He failed to kill that? Alright. That's a thing.
やるね。
I wasn't expecting that one. I was expecting Haku to die and me just to not care that he was
これ
dying.
ならさすがに。
Damn, this guy's easy. Alright.
まだこれからです。これで。せい。
なかな
Like,
か
I don't think we lost. We lost a 2E due to cleave, and that's it. The counterattack had a cleave on it. Hey, level up. Alright. He got us for a while. Alright, well, he got wrecked as usual. As expected. Okay. We won.
なんてやつ。
I had no idea men like him exist in Tusker. Well, he wasn't that big of a deal, honestly. Honestly, not impressed. We've already seen bigger, so I'm kind of just like meh. Like, they actually have to show us taking on something really fucking big for it to be interesting, because they already showed us during the last conflict just how big, powerful people could be. Since they've already shown us how strong people on our side are, seeing, like, a guy who can fight 10 people on top of the roof of a building and not even damage the building is kind of unimpressive. It's like you're watching Dragon Ball Z and you're like, wow. You'll see a fight with Goku in it, and then 5 minutes later you see like, well, actually you see like, no, Master Roshi's actually okay. You see, what's his face, Mr. Satan or something, and you're like, damn, you're like he's fighting some other wrestler, and you're just like, some random martial artist, and you're like, am I supposed to be impressed with the combat or something, or like how much damage is happening? I know, like, usually Mr. Satan's a fucking joke on purpose, but it's like they tried to make that an important part of this, and you're just like, I'm not impressed with how strong this guy is. It's like this random guy who showed up in one chapter and has been around for 2 minutes isn't going to impress me. Or make me like, yeah, we beat this guy. It's like, okay, what prowess? I'm not impressed. He doesn't even hold a candle to the average top tier person in Yamato. I feel like we're the fucking side character. We're doing Mr. Satan's quest, whereas Ashtor is doing real work. Ashtor is doing real work, or Mikazushi's doing real work, or fucking what's her face? Miss Grinder, whatever her name is. the blue chick on front. Like I'm not super impressed, and it's kind of weird that they throw out lines like that when you're like, how is that supposed to be impressive? Like you have people who can kill whole armies by themselves. Like one guy taking on 10 people and losing is not impressive. He didn't even do any damage, except accidentally hurt a 2A. All right, Kuon. Kuon. Hey, what's up, Kuon? Right, he was someone she knew, right? Well, he's gone now. It's not over. No one let your guard down. Yeah, he wasn't that much of a threat. I'm surprised Kuon even gave a fuck. What? The Kuro, I know, wouldn't go down so easily. But he's... We did a number on him. He may be breathing, but he's not in fighting shape. He's toying with us. Chances are he is waiting for us to be convinced of our victory so we can have the last laugh. I doubt that in the state he's in. I've never had anyone take a blow from me and be alright afterwards. Dekopompo? Why would you go and ruin the surprise like that? Good. We just... I'm sure we hit all sorts of vital spots. That stings. I thought I was really in danger for a minute there. An act, I see. No, that beating knocked the drowsiness right out of me. What a man. You might actually go and make it. Wait, Atui is the only person on our team who actually got beaten too. Is this what you expect of me, lady? I try to get a laugh at it? My lady? Are you still nursing grudges from years ago? Sure, I pinched your snacks from time to time, but it was a spur of the moment thing. So you were the culprit. Didn't expect you to remember that. Guess I walked into that one. I wouldn't do that if I were you. If you don't retreat soon, it'll be too late. Too late? Someone else is acting as a distraction while you make off with the supplies, right? The longer you take, the more danger you're putting yourselves in. I know I'm right. Thanks for your concern. The one leading the force isn't as weak as you think. It's I don't know. I wouldn't talk such a big game. I knew it. How long will your distraction last against the chief, I wonder? I shall open the gate. All forces defensive bulkhead formation now. Relax. Releasing your full power will tax you too much. Lady Munechika. It's likely these soldiers are their elite. It's our duty to hold their attention as long as we can. Lord Haku and the others are trusting in us so their plan can succeed. We shall not fail them. Sorry. I must ask you to entrust your lives to me. Has she done this yet this campaign? Like, who knows? Although if it takes a toll on your physical body, you should probably be keeping yourself at full health so you can actually do this. We'll follow you to the end. My apologies. And my thanks. Mask on. I'm the guardian. Open the way to the origin. O Akuruka, and through it grant me heaven's aegis. Alright. With a flash of blinding light, Munechika's power manifests before her as a great shielding barrier. It looks like a ninja, the bottom half of a ninja mask. Like she needs the rest of the mask. All soldiers ready weapons. Forward. Banawi and his Raksharai charge forward, unflappable in the face of Munechika's display of power. You shall go no further. Alright. The earth before Munechika rolls and undulates in a great wave as if to swallow Banawi's forces. But Banawi and his soldiers gracefully sidestep it, charging instead from her flanks. As Banawi's soldiers close in from the sides, they release a hail of arrows, pinning the Yamatans down. The tables turn quickly as arrows rain down on Munechika's forces. Ring formation. They're encircled. Munechika quickly rallies her troops and protects them from the archers, but Banawi surrounds her. They're fast. Banawi's Rakshari circle like a pack of predators, seeking an opening in the herd and then charge. The Yamatan line buckles under the pressure from Banawi, and soon Munechika's position is threatened. Oh, there we go. We got an action sequence. Banawi and Munechika. Ooh, and he's right on top of her. Where'd that bubble go? Thought people couldn't pass through the bubble. What's going on, Munechika? With nothing between her and Banawi, Munechika quickly takes a gash from his spear and cries out, "If I use my abilities in such close quarters, I can't avoid hitting my own soldiers?" Munechika manages to block each of its attacks, but the ferocity of them slowly drives her back. He's well versed in how to fight people with abilities like mine. Munechika grits her teeth, keeping up her defense, the clash of steel continuing relentlessly. This is what Lady Kuon meant. He wasn't worried for our countrymen's safety but my own? Maybe. I've grown sloppy, haphazard. When did I become overconfident in my own skills? Suddenly, Banawi lowers his spear and the menacing aura about him dissipates almost instantly. His Raksharai cease their fighting, instead lining up behind the commander. Huh? I believe that will be enough, Lady Munechika. You know my name? I am Banawi, and mine's the mantle of War Master of Tuskur. Oh, it is you. I am General Munechika, of the 8 Pillars of Yamato. You do your best to fall back now, Pillar. Your plan already ended in failure. Fall back? Not surrender? Forcing a surrender would be a costly pursuit. Besides, you no longer have reason to fight. Regardless of outcome, you'll return to your country and be gone. Well, I'm warmed up. How about another bout? Won't let me. Understood. That was close, huh? You were talking about letting us go? I think we'll take you up on that after. Turning tail when you realize the wind's not in your favor? Quick thinking.
若えの
What's your name, boy?
ハクだ。
Haku.
悪だと
But that's
その名
役とあると
Yachtwald.
どうせこれで最後じゃない
Last one, yep. Hmm? Off the cliffside? Or just down? There we go, off the cliffside. All the supplies they wanted. Perfect!
ちょおいなんだと
You gotta be kidding me. Yep. There we go.
んじゃ土産をもらってっからな。
Thanks for the gifts as well. Later, old man.
なんだそりゃやって
The nerve of that kid, he's good.
まさかこんな馬鹿げた手を使うとは夢にも思わなかった
No one sane would have expected something like that to go off without a hitch.
しかもハクとはな
And his name's Haku. What's that supposed to mean,
そ
lady?
いつなんですかい
黒状況。
Kuro status.
見ての通りしてやられたってと
They got me, chief. Sorry about that.
やりやせん
And now you guys are low on
い
supplies.
え、問題ありません。言っていた通り、結果がどうなる
It's not an issue. They'll have no choice but to pull out regardless of outcome.
しかしこんな手を使われるなんざ思ってもみませんでしたがね
I never expected them to execute on a plane like that,
こ
though.
んな馬鹿げているほどに大胆な大将
Bold, almost insane tactics remind you of anyone you know?
嬉しそうですね。
You seem happy.
そういう大将も笑ってやつで
I'm not the only one who's
そう
smiling.
そう
My lady was with him. She's doing well.
元気にやってるようで何よりでしたがね
Good to see her, apparently, too.
そうですか。あの子が。
So she accompanied them all the way here. That design, you dig it? Banawi's design? Yeah, he seems alright for the enemy War Master. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is like the second scene he's shown up in. So, all we know is that he's the leader of Tuskur's armies. He seems alright.
黒、相当します。
Kuro with me will give chase.
ウィス
Alright. God, I feel bad for, what's his face? My fucking ninja. Still stuck at 14. While we're at 24. Oh my god. Yachtwald, Art of Revenge, 75% counterattack? Okay, so 50% instead of like what, 50? Alright, Kawasemi's lengthen, we're almost at Final Slash. Cost 10 Zeal. An Axe Kick to end that. Okay, time for the finish an Axe Kick, alright. A Tui, Dance of Fire Sprinting. Double move? Can take 2 move actions and use action chains normally unusable after moving. However, cannot act after second move. Doesn't activate if unit moves after an action chain. So she can like, okay. So she basically like moves like a D&D character now, where she can double move instead of acting. She can take a standard and a move, or she can double move. That's cool. LP's staring at you, people run. Just don't say anything bad about her. About, how, okay? Don't say anything bad about her, you'll be okay. Haku, Rejuvenate. A chance to dodge and heal 25%, two triggers for combat, and auto cures all ailments. Okay. Same deal for Kiru? Alright. And a dodge roll. Stealth. Awakening? RTSR? Okay. Speed? Sure. We got like 22 BP, which isn't too much right now. People need like fucking 40 to go anywhere. Look at this shit. We need so much. It's okay. Everyone's practically a DPS at this point. So, are we out leveled? Oh, the Ururu and Serana are being out leveled. We need to put them back in the team. They're too good to get out leveled. They're so good. We took them out of the team because they were dominating everything. They're too good. Yachtwalt's doing fine. Atu is a little flimsy, I think. She's like 50 health down. She's like 50 health down. She could probably use like a defense or two. Like 9 defense though. Yachtwalt stats, please. Yogg is your second big DPS though. Have you seen? Sorry. Yachtwalt, my second big DPS. The answer is Atui is my main DPS. And Ururu and Serana are the next best because they have 53 attack. They're 22. They're like 2 levels below. They're missing out on like 40 BP. We've taken them out of the last 2 battles. They should be like 56, 57 at their level. Yacht's like number 3. With Kiru killing ads weirdly well, but he's under leveled right now. So he's not killing them as quickly. I think everyone's pretty good at dealing damage, honestly. These guys and Atui are like top tier though. I think he's our second best melee though. Yeah, he's our second best melee, right? Yeah. Because I'm keeping Kuon up there, and Kuon can heal herself, which is pretty useful. Like if Kuon, remember Kuon has 46 attack, but she can also boost her own attack by 15%. Right? She has 15% bonus to herself and 15% to everyone within 1 tile of her. Which is pretty good. I think she does more damage. I think she can do more damage than him. She just has to be buffed and hit someone. And usually we're not running around buffed all that often. Whereas Yachtwalt can only attack, so he's always attacking. But he does seem to hit a little bit higher, because there is level modifiers to this, instead of just pure attack stats. I'm pretty sure there's level modifiers for damage, because some people, even though they have high attack stats, hit way lower than they should, even on neutral, against people you think they should be fun against. Alright, I think that's enough. I think that's enough of this for one night. We're gonna wrap things up after that big scene, the battle scene we're escaping. Successfully completed our supply raid, and we'll see what tomorrow brings.